thing I checked out, the microphone wasn't working.
So Ian, you've met my grandparents, like my mom's parents, right?
Yeah.
You know how they're kind of, that?
Yeah.
Dude. Well, because we took them to Fish Lake, because, that my grandma's probably got a month or two to live, basically.
Yeah, that's super sad.
She's it's been at least a year before she's even known who I was, so it's,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Yeah, every time I see her, my mom's like, do you know who that is? And she's like, no. She goes, that's Tosh. He's your grandson,
Yeah.
But in the mornings, they'd be really nice and pleasant. Like, they'd hold each other's hand, but do it at night. One time, my parents went back to, because they shared a cabin with them, and, the whole area, they could hear them just, screaming at each other. Because, she'd want to go to bed, but he wanted to stay up and watch TV, so she'd go in without him. But then, every 5 seconds, she'd open the door and be like, you coming to bed? And he'd yell, shut the door! And just scream at each other.
Ah, dude.
I don't have 1 minute alone.
Because they're that couple where, they're super lovey with each other because they love each other, but, they get into, they don't, fist fight or anything, but, the way they talk to each other, dude, it's like, how are you guys, really?
Yeah.
Divorce wasn't a thing probably when they got married. So.
I am so not excited for that because my grandpa had gnarly dementia, and Monique's grandma has gnarly dementia, and I'm like, dude, if we ever get to that point, I don't think I'll let it get to that point. I'll be like, yo, I'll go to Canada.
I feel like
I'll say I have a cold, they'll just kill me.
I feel like as long as I'm in my
things aren't great
home
right
or
now.
something,
They
I'm
just hand you a
fine.
gun.
But if I ever have to be put in a home, by myself or I'm away from her, I'll be like, just shoot me in the head.
Yeah.
Getting
Euthanize
abused.
me. Just put me down.
Yeah.
Let me keep my
We
dignity.
get beat up by a bunch of 20.
I don't know. I heard a lot of sex goes on in those places, so it could be pretty sick, bro.
You said you beat you at the old person's house.
Let's all go to the
Old folks' home.
All right. So you get outside the dungeon. So what's your plan? Right now, there's no one in sight.
I know. Well, from recalling, I don't think the hobgoblin. I don't know. In my mind,
Is he a hobgoblin or a goblin?
Goblin. He's a goblin.
What?
I don't remember him leaving the tunnel necessarily. Maybe he did.
You never saw because there was a cave-in.
I thought he was the one that does the cave.
He causes the cave-in,
But we didn't see where, because we were inside already.
The cave-in is between
Just in the
you
front
and
room.
Mage.
So he could be in the entrance still.
Okay. Okay, so he was outside of the cave when the cave-in happened?
No, he was in the cave.
Okay.
Or in the dungeon, right? Dungeon entrance. Tunnel. Okay?
Uh-huh.
All dungeon tunnel. You guys are in here. Goblin Mage is in here.
He's in the foyer.
Cave in.
Okay, yeah.
Collapse
That's exactly what I thought. So I'm like, if we can wait, here, but also we don't know where he came from. Because did we chase him up there?
No,
Or was
we
it
were
just
on our way back out, remember?
Yeah. So now you guys are all
right there
out here.
So we could try and set up an ambush, but I don't know how much cover we have.
So you would remember from being here before, and you see it now. This is like the hilltop.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's not.
And it's a clearing on the hilltop, but you go 50 feet in any direction.
And it's
and
trees.
it's wooded.
Am I
It's
still
very
in-
wooded.
Am I still an elemental?
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
You
I'm
came up
just
as
an
an
elemental. Life is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm trying to ambush them. Are there any signs of any goblins or any of them around besides the ones we already saw out here?
It's like how you guys first came across it. There's tracks all over, right?
Leading into it and
leading into
showing they've
it,
been here.
Patrols, right?
Yeah.
Such and such. So plenty of tracks, but I don't know that there's anything that would tell you. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I was gonna
See if
say
I can do something.
I'm on
20.
on cinnamon, and I want to be kind of flying around a little bit just to see if I can. Just at the tippy tops of the trees. Nothing.
Not so high that he'll see you easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hunter, what I'll say is let's say that what you can see is that the tracks the highest density of tracks come and go from the north. Kind of confirming your thoughts that like if the goblin army replenishes or the goblin army main camp is to the north, so it makes perfect sense.
Do we know how
19.
much time we have before this guy shows up? Like, can we? I guess we kind of would have some idea, maybe, of how long we were there originally.
Yep. So when you guys emerged from the prison, you're kind of there, like scoping out and like what happened here, and then you heard fighting
Okay.
upstairs. That's Gareth and you guys heading out of there.
What in the hell?
And as you went to follow him, that's when
Ah.
Sir called out. So you guys took
Okay.
time rescuing Sir.
Yes.
Getting him,
Did you
recovering
remember the
him,
car?
finding his weapons.
Figuring out
Let's
what
say
was going
that's
on.
20
No,
minutes
because it was in
that
my house on the
passed
table.
Okay.
before you finally went upstairs
Then-
and then met the
Because
goblin.
last
I'm gonna
time
cast
I took
flame
Aaron's
arrows on my
car,
quiver just to
so
have that
when I walked in,
ready.
I just took
It
the
lasts an
acid,
hour.
I knew I'd have to bring it back out to my car this time.
What?
I mean, what?
What the heck, dude?
Unless I did leave it in my... Maybe I left it overnight and the next day I brought it in? I'm pretty sure.
There's a
wrong with
weird crack down
Oh,
the
yeah.
hole.
I mean, if it got that hot, it could expand.
But I swear when I got home I brought it straight in because last time I took Aaron's car, so I'm like, oh, I better bring this in because I'll be taking my car next time.
Maybe it just
Oh,
got hit in the
got a
right
12.
way that it
Yeah.
split.
So just to help you guys visualize, we'll kind of say this is like the top of the hill where there's a clearing, right? And then this is the dungeon entrance kind
It's
of
like
built
Stonehenge.
built into
Okay.
the top of the hill. And
Yeah.
then this is in any direction. There's
Yeah,
no
there's
river, but it's just
It's a
forest.
big wood around.
And it's not that close. This is just.
I mean, probably
Right.
about that. Well, no, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, maybe 20 more feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's probably more like
Okay.
20, 30.
Okay.
Close enough.
Okay. Good.
Jolly-o.
Then yeah, I will be. Is there like a sturdier branch, maybe?
Yeah, I mean this is a dense forest, so
I'm gonna say I'd probably be somewhere like around here on top of a tree, kind of
Yeah.
just peering down, just making sure.
I'll go hide up in one of the trees, too.
okay. Yeah, go ahead and find yourselves a spot.
And now that I
As close as
realized,
I can up in a tree.
I only
Do I need to
have-
roll stealth check?
Sure.
I don't have many
13.
divine smites left, so
Okay, just put that somewhere so that
Yeah.
I might call on it later on.
I heard.
Can I just burrow down into the ground and just kinda
Yes.
hide
Yes,
in
you
the ground?
can, actually. Just sit there.
What's your
Oh, that's actually perfect. You can block him in.
what's your like tremor sense and stuff? So like how aware will you be while burrowed?
Let me bring up the...
You just can't hear anything. We're like getting murdered above him. He's just down there like they're gonna be so surprised.
He's like, man, they're awfully quiet, dude.
My tremor sense is 60 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I also have dark vision.
That's good.
Well, what he done for you?
Why?
The caves are dark.
I guess because
Well, I guess if you're in a cave, I was just like,
Yeah.
if you're in the ground.
if anything's
you
on
couldn't see.
a flying or, something you wouldn't be able to see.
I burrowed down.
You're like Toph from Avatar, dude.
But the live action movie.
Yeah.
I don't think she was ever in it.
M. Night Shyamalan is genius.
You should. What did you say?
I'd say he's a genius.
Get out of this.
Nobody's ever been that brave in ruining a beloved series that quick. Well, Disney's done it a lot recently, but he was the first.
Bro, he probably was the first to like just absolutely murdered it.
Mm-hmm. That was a funny midnight premiere.
It was funny.
Because when I remember.
Yeah.
Feel bad.
I think I
Remember
near
Midnight
the
Premiere
end.
used to be cool.
Near the end, I kind
I
of fell
did.
asleep. I feel like because it got kind of boring.
The one that turned me off was the second part of The Hobbit. I'd gone to like every midnight premiere that I wanted to, and then I went to that one. That's the only time I've ever fallen asleep in a movie theater. I was like, you know what? I just don't need to do this anymore.
I think that came out right before we got home from our mission. I don't think. Yeah, because after my mission, I didn't think they did midnight premieres anymore.
I mean, they still do. I've seen them for anime movies.
I thought they
compared
mostly
to-
stopped because of the Aurora shooting.
I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because they weren't making any money for a lot of movies. Because I went to one for the last Suzume, the one that the guy who did Your Name made. I went to one for that.
That's on my Plex server, but it's not dubbed
It's
yet.
so good, bro.
I need to wait
It's
till
so
it's
good.
dubbed.
The sub was worth
What
it.
is
It's
it?
so good.
What
Suzume. The guy who did Your Name. It's from him. He used to work for Studio Ghibli, like trained by them. It's the best animation that exists, period, is that guy's work.
Have you seen Your Name?
Very good.
Gotta watch Your Name. My buddy said he'd rank Your Name, Suzume, and then Weathering with You.
I like Suzume more than Your Name, but it definitely is like a girl movie, which sounds weird, but the whimsical stuff in it I like even more.
I want to see Barbie. I want to see Freedom.
I wanna see it so
Freedom,
bad.
What's it called?
Oh, the
Sound
Sound
of
of Freedom.
Freedom?
Me and Aaron went and saw that.
Believe me,
Yeah.
bro, I've been sounded. Nothing more freeing, dude.
Would you go to the
Get
theater?
sounded? Oh. I can't go to the theater for a while.
That's what I'm saying.
September is when I can, like, go to, like, a place with a crowd.
'Cause I
Especially
wanna-
because COVID's going around like crazy right now.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't care, except it'll jack up my white blood
Even-
cells and that'll
I'm
kill the
saying
kidney,
even,
so.
But that one I actually want to go and spend money and watch.
Same.
because
Looks very good.
it's my biggest fear though. So.
Alright, so Boobly, where are you burrowed?
So,
Is Ren with us?
Yeah.
And then Gil's still, I'm assuming,
so
gone.
where are they going to be coming from?
We don't
Well,
know.
you don't know.
He fell.
Oh. So, if
Fly,
he's
you fly.
there, 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, so 60 feet would cover pretty much the whole grid.
But you can come over. You can go to the entrance.
You might
So
want to
obviously,
hide
I'm
by
gonna-
the entrance.
I'm going to go to the entrance and just burrow down.
Yeah, buddy.
Like one of those ant lions or whatever.
Does burrowing, like, because I know I can burrow a certain amount of feet, like 30 feet. Does that, like, do people sense that?
I don't think so. I mean, you're literally part of the ground, I think.
Like if they had tremor sense, maybe.
That would make sense,
Maybe,
yeah.
okay.
Are we gonna count this as forest too?
Yes, if you. Yep, if that's what you'd like.
I would do. I'll do this. Okay. Yeah.
This is a banger song.
Because it's about 50 feet to the
Because I have an idea.
door.
Because I think my burrow is only 30 feet, like the speed, so I probably wouldn't be able to like get back to you guys in one turn and be like, guys, they're coming. So I wonder if I could, burrow
Well, I think
there.
we'll see him, because it is a clearing on the hill.
Yeah, we'll
so when
see
he's
him.
approaching, we'll see
Okay,
him.
because I figured maybe I can like shoot a fireball in the air or something.
No, I think we'll see him, and you'll be able to
Triggers
jump
are
him.
lit.
I think when I see a giant earth elemental come out of the ground,
Yeah, I
I'll
was gonna say, once we
assume
see
something's
the-
going on.
Once we see you coming out of the ground, then we ambush.
Okay, so near the entrance I burrow.
Do you want to be right in front? Like this guy? Like right in front?
Yeah, right in front.
I do have the daylight spell, but it's kind of useless.
That's your fun run into a vampire.
Exactly. Kill myself.
Alright, and so do you guys have a plan?
I think we just jump him as soon as
Well,
he
the
shows
thing-
up. What does Ren think?
I want to say we probably won't kill him because our future selves, or our past selves, have to see him at the camp.
Well, my guess is he'll collapse it, and then the fight will start, or something will happen like that.
Yeah, like should we just try?
Gareth has every intent on killing him.
So do I.
Yeah, I guess if he can.
I say we
that's
wait
fine.
for him to collapse the tunnel, and then as soon as it's collapsing, our selves can't see us,
Yeah,
and we just jump him.
I'm just saying, does that change the timeline?
I don't think so, because then we would have seen him.
Yeah, but when we go into the camp in a couple sessions, he's the one talking and giving the sermon and stuff.
The question is this the same timeline? Because I don't know.
That's right.
Because you can go forward in time, but if you go backwards, you're in an alternate timeline.
Like
That's just how
Doctor
it works.
Strange is like, this is the one timeline that we can do. I guess that's true. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to kill him.
I mean, personally, I don't really care how it affects the timeline as long as the bad guy dies. Because Hunter doesn't care.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Seems like it's more dangerous to let this dude roam.
I guess when Boogly sees him and is near him, you're gonna jump up and try to grab him. Maybe we can get attacks of opportunity on him or whatever, advantage. I don't know. So,
Can I like bind people somehow? Like with like vines, like
pull them in?
There is a spell for that, but you wouldn't be able to do it as an elemental. I think you can just grapple as an elemental though, because it's probably hard. Because are you large as an elemental, right?
I think he is.
Because I'm pretty sure that means they have like a massive penalty to escaping.
I don't currently have any spells.
I am gonna summon my wolf down below too and have him hide in the woods down there.
See how it is with grappling.
That way, he's ready to go.
Because once he's grappled, then I'm gonna fly in with a.
And you have a direwolf now.
Yes.
I'll fly in with the divine smite and right onto him, dude.
I think that'd be like some other elemental, earth elementals. I don't think you can grapple.
Well, grapple's an action. Like it wouldn't be listed under the special things. It's just an action.
But you use your
Let's
strength.
give you this cool guy just to help set him apart.
Ooh, yeah. This is a cool piece. What the heck is this? Oh, it'll say, won't it? Oh, it's a basilisk, though.
24 and 26.
It always throws me off when they have, like, the fantasy accurate basilisks where it's like a chicken thing. I'm like, how did this end up being, like, a snake? Because, like, original basilisks are, like, chickens.
Really?
They're, like, weird raptors.
But there is a basilisk lizard.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's kind of where
it has to be, yeah.
we draw the looks from. We take the aspects from the fantasy element,
but give it to that
from
makes
the
sense.
real lizard.
Lizards are freaky looking. Yeah, I'm down to just wait now.
Yeah. Can I ready in action?
Oh wait, when did we get? Did we get Ren back by the end of when I was with us? Because weren't we looking for? Oh, I found her. I'm the one who found her at the. She was the forge.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, wait,
She reforged Gil's axe. I forgot about
She
that.
had a haircut.
She had it engraved.
Yeah, she had her hair dyed blue and real short, and she was in a trench coat.
Dude.
Don't come to Quest tomorrow.
To Quest. Don't come to book tomorrow.
Some of you guys are pretty cool. Don't come to the past tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is gonna suck not having Tanner and her the darkness combo, where they're just like blasting people out of that darkness is really nice.
Yeah, except when we were in a tunnel, or we were in a room.
Oh, he used it anyways?
Dude, she used it, and I'm just like sitting there swinging
it's just
my lance,
disadvantage.
like, yeah.
Well, it's non-magical light. Isn't your lance magic light? Wouldn't it shed like a tiny area of light?
My lance would be fine, but I was actually fighting with my war pick because I wasn't. We were in the room. I wasn't on cinnamon.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't have had an advantage.
Yeah, and that would be whack to fight with a lance like that. Anyways.
Darkness is magical light.
Yeah, but I think like regular light doesn't work in darkness, but any magical light works in darkness. Is the way it works.
It has to be like level 3 light,
Which makes sense.
at which point it dispels the darkness.
Oh, it gets rid of it totally? Okay, that's good to know.
Because I remember when I was Xenu.
So I won't cast daylight in it then.
When I was Xenu, I wanted to prepare continual flames.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And that way, like, you can all. I was going to give it to each of us so that we could just like do
Yeah.
a lantern theme and just dispel any magical darkness we come across.
That is a good idea.
That's cool. Go through the fog.
Just turn into like monsters, like eldritch horrors.
All right. Your plan is set as it's going to get in the limited amount of time you have. You make ready and get in position. Several minutes pass. Really, it's probably about 10 minutes that you wait before you hear the mage approaching the entrance with his retinue.
And his eye.
You can hear him talking as they come up the hill, like through the trees.
It'd be so funny to jump him.
I'm gonna give this guy the hug his
Just like
parents never did.
Before, like, push him when he's collapsing the
Into it.
The place. So he's just like, oh, just collapses on himself.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Hold on.
Speaking goblin.
You have a chance.
I can speak goblin. That was the best mission rap. I can't find my stupid USB with it, but it made me laugh so hard.
The Alaskan Elders one?
No, it was a different mission rap. I think they were from Utah. These kids made a bunch of them. But, like, in one part, this random kid's in it. Like, I've never heard his voice on any of those songs. He's like, I can speak goblin. It just starts going off. It sounds so whack.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I was like, dude, imagine being a Utah missionary. Just like,
somebody.
yeah, I'm gonna hit the
to come to.
studio today and then have people pay for my food for the rest of my life.
What studio? What are you talking about?
They were in a recording studio to make that, obviously.
Oh,
Those raps and stuff, they had to go somewhere. Somebody had it. Which around here, all the Mormons would.
Yeah.
If they have one, they're gonna be Mormon. Because what's her name? I know Marie Osmond has a big studio over there.
My wife used to clean their house in Provo, and she cleaned a couple of the Osmond's houses, and she's like, dude, it's the most insane. They own, like, really nice uppity furniture stores down in Utah County, too, and
We were gonna
she's just
buy
like, every day
a house in Salt Lake before we moved to the one on Gentile, and they bought it from us. Like before we could get it, they put a bigger offer in, and we're like, "You guys, man." It was a sick house, though. I was super pumped if I got that.
I knew like
it had
one
a
of
Japanese style
the
bath. I
nephews.
wanted it so bad, and it would have been in mine, like in the basement where I would have been. Is like it's like another master bedroom, and it had like the giant bath and all that stuff. I wanted that so bad.
What part of Salt Lake was it at?
It's where the older houses, but like the big ones are. Like the outside looked brick. It was all brand new on the inside, and it kind of had a bigger property. So probably by the University of Utah, is over there, because that's what I think of.
Oh
when I think of
yeah,
that.
probably by the zoo. No, I guess
I don't think the zoo.
The U is
Because we used to pass it when I used to go there for my kidney appointments. I just don't know the name of the road. Because it's kind of by the stadium, the big one.
Oh, okay.
Bicycles.
Is that what
No.
it,
No, that's.
Oh, the U one, whatever the University of Utah, the big stadium is right there.
Bicycles is real Salt Lake. Right?
Bicycles is, but I'm pretty sure it's the
Well, whichever one.
U of U campus.
Oh,
Maybe. I mean, the one I'm thinking of just had a little big U of U signs. I don't know.
what's the?
Because it's not the main campus. It's by the U of U hospital. Which is part of the campus. It's just on the other side from the bigger building.
Yeah, because we passed.
You're probably thinking of the one then. That probably is
You're
it.
probably
That's on the way
right.
to the zoo.
But I wonder what the reality.
I go to the zoo.
Because when I broke my ankle, I went to their sports rehab place there, and like it was dope. Where all the athletes go. Like they had me on like underwater treadmills and everything. I was like, this is sick.
They have a world class.
Yeah, the guy there
up there.
was telling me how much money he made. I was like, he's like a multi-millionaire just from doing that.
Dude, I see nurses and their payments and stuff. Dude, sometimes if they're just on call,
Dude.
they'll get $1,000 lump sum just to be on call, and
Especially the traveling ones make a fortune right
going
now.
to work that day. Maybe just $1,000.
Their job does suck, but they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. So, his retinue includes these two guys are hobgoblin warlords.
Oh.
Okay. These two are just regular wolves. These are winter wolves, and these are dire wolves.
Winter is coming.
In addition to, this is just kind of like his close guard. Behind him, you can't see them all necessarily. You can see more because you're up in the trees, and I think you grabbed a branch so you can see more. But you can tell that there's a large contingent of goblins behind him also, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like just these guys.
It's like a war band.
It is like a war band, exactly. So these are the main guys,
Wait.
but then there's more.
So is he going up to the entrance?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how is that all in the entrance? We didn't see that.
Okay. Hunter, you wanted to try and make out what he's saying. Do you
Yeah.
speak Goblin?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I do. I guess I didn't hear him.
Well, you could. I haven't rolled to hear anything.
You can roll, but roll with disadvantage just because of your distance.
Yeah, there's.
Am I just doing perception?
Yeah.
Hello? 30?
Can I cast Thaumaturgy on him?
30. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he thinks he's
I can
whispering, but he's
speak-
screaming.
I can speak Terran. So there's that.
So elemental.
Oh.
Speak
Okay.
Lemon Earth Element.
That's your sister, dude.
Yeah.
You're underneath the ground anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's a
you're
waterfall.
able to get the gist of his orders. And this is like, now that he's up here, he talks again and you can hear this. First he questions where the guards are, as well as just like he can tell, like the bodies have been removed, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's not that he necessarily knew it was there, but he could tell like something's.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Why aren't there bodies up there? They're not doing their job. Right.
Who's decorating?
And then he orders a few wolves into the dungeon to sniff out any danger. So these 2 wolves and a dire wolf head into the dungeon.
Wolf in the dungeon.
Quick question: because I know I can burrow, but if I were to grab someone, can I like burrow with them?
That's what I was wondering about. If it doesn't say...
I don't think you can move or they can move when they're grappled. I think grapple reduces both movements to 0.
No,
right?
you can.
Or you can drag him?
You can. You can drag them. It costs twice the movement.
That would be very cool if that's how that
that's
works.
what.
Because if I can snag
Really
the
do.
main dude and like bring it over to us, we can just gang up on him.
Well, yeah, he'd probably...
You can just like
have
drag him
some
down to his
sort-
neck and we can just
Yeah.
kick his head over and over.
Seriously, dude, he would have...
I don't know how that works. That's an
Super
interesting rule that I
disadvantage.
guess is probably up to the DM because that would be way too specific of a rule to actually make.
It is. I would probably rule like normal grapple rules. You have half movement, and then, and if you were doing something like you had to use claws to burrow, maybe that's one thing. But
he
earth
can literally
burrow
just
meant to,
drop
kind of
down
just,
with
like, meld,
Almost
right?
make it into
Yeah.
quicksand. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would rule it normal grapple like half movement, and I would probably just say that like a tunnel is left behind so that if they do break free, then they can
Yeah.
just like escape through
It's
it.
still like loose dirt.
Right. Yeah. It's not like they would be trapped underneath, because that would be game breaking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a good idea, though. I do like that.
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
terrifying.
I'm gonna go for it.
Can you? Out here, it doesn't matter. I kind of just want to check. Oh yeah, okay. The elemental can burrow through non-magical, unworked earth and stone. So like dungeon walls. Well, it kind of like there's a.
Is it a brick or like actually like a natural cave or is
Exactly. Like, did they
Yeah.
just carve out the wall from stone? Because then that's unworked and you can do it.
Yeah.
If it's like a
Pillars
molded
and-
brick or whatever, then you can. But still, Farwell Dungeon is mostly carved out of the earth rather than placed there, so you should be able to move just fine. And certainly now that you're outside, it's not a problem at all. I just wanted to know that for myself. Now, what you can do, you've got line of sight, so you can make a perception check, and Hunter, you can as well. This is another perception check.
Gosh,
25?
I don't see anything.
I literally dumped every feat into perception.
I know, I've seen that, and it's cool, and it's worth it, dude.
Yeah.
All the trees are just like getting in your way.
Yeah.
I just try to swat him.
Cinnamon's like trying to hold position on this little
Yeah.
twig of a
Yeah, but
branch.
it's like keep snapping.
Yeah.
I just go further and further down.
Okay. Hunter, as soon as the mage finishes giving orders, he closes his eyes and he touches an amulet to his forehead. Seconds later, he like reels back to reality and like he's just clearly enraged by this point. And then he gives an order. He says, "Scour the area," and you can hear this because now he's shouting. He says, "Scour the area, kill anything that moves, slash anything that looks out of place."
Guys, I found him.
And with that, the mage storms into the dungeon.
Mage in the dungeon.
Well, can I?
If you want to.
He walked right over me.
Works for me.
Yeah. Or, I mean, yeah. I
It's
guess
up to you, Boogly. Let's just Boogly, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab him, and we're gonna go this way.
All right, you need to roll for initiative then,
Okay.
and I guess you can all just roll for initiative.
You want me to roll?
No, I blow into it.
Oh.
For good luck. There you go.
So I got 13.
Okay.
Hey,
That was the number you showed me.
good.
That's spooky.
So whatever plus your dexterity. But your dexterity, not...
We're all good to roll initiative, right?
Yeah.
Nah, damn. I think my dexterity's
I
decent.
thought it was plus 3.
I finally got a decent AI
It's
pick.
plus
It
1.
Oh.
So 17.
took me a long time to make. Like,
If it
literally
was
like
wisdom,
600
all
and
the
something
other-
iterations to make it look
Oh, the
the
yeah.
AI ones, yeah. It takes a long time to figure out eyes. I'm like, the AI ain't taking the world over anytime soon, alright? Unless it already does. Oh wait, I gotta make my hit. I was like, why are my health points so low? 'Cause
So
I never
then-
fixed them.
You can roll for your grab too. Already, if you wanted.
So this was just for whether or not I did grab him, or so what did I just roll for?
That's initiative. Now you roll
Oh.
to see.
You get a lot of health
Whenever
now
it is
'cause
your
we're
turn.
High level. I'm not used to having this much anymore.
I know, same.
I should have taken tough. I'd have a lot more.
Dude, tough at...
Tough in third edition
once
was
you
like
take out,
so busted
18
compared to this one though.
20,
Where you just got an extra half each time. Like when you take the feat, remember in third edition, the tough feat was so busted. It was awesome.
What do you mean half?
Like you would add half of your current life total to it when you took the
Oh my god.
thing. So like in third edition, I had like 170 hit points like early. But in third edition, everything was way stronger.
That's insane.
It was not balanced nearly as well.
Yeah. Like,
And there were too many rules.
like the max you get was like plus 40, and that's at level 20, right? Because isn't it just double your level? But that's still
very good.
for a barbarian. That's like 80.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it definitely helps in the early levels too. Like every hit point counts. It's starting to get darker earlier.
Let me get some stats.
Let me get a.
Mogar, what's your HP?
my
I gotta roll for my
HP.
wolf
Yeah.
too, huh?
Actually-
I had healed up, so I'm at exactly 100.
I actually have no idea what I'm at, like as an elemental. I know I started at 126, but I
what's
think
your
I got to
AC?
level 100.
AC. I believe it was 18.
Okay, and then your modifiers.
Like strength
Yeah.
plus 4.
My wolf got a
Dexterity
22. That
minus
bitch.
1. Constitution 2. Intelligence 2.
Saving throws. That's what I want. Not your modifiers. What are your saving throws?
Saving throws. Oh, but I can add my charisma to these.
Okay.
So it would be strength would be 7, dexterity would be 2, constitution would be 5, intelligence 3, wisdom 8, charisma 10.
Boogly.
I don't remember what my health was at. I want to say it was below 100.
I'll come to you when you're Boogly again. Unless I need it as an elemental. Hunter.
My
Let's say
health?
190.
Yeah.
Let's just say my
95.
health is 90 right now.
Sorry, what?
9-5.
And then AC.
AC is 14.
And then your saving throws.
Let's see. Strength is plus 9. Oh wait, strength is actually plus 10 now.
Jeez.
And then constitution plus 1, wisdom plus 5, and dexterity plus 7, intelligence minus 1, and charisma is plus 0.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Mogar, what was your initiative? Your
14.
Okay. Gareth. I don't have Gareth's new stats. Alright. Let's do. So,
You okay?
Oh, 2D.
You 2D?
I did. I'm mad gas all the time.
Zane was mad that we didn't throw a party for him, but we didn't throw a party for you. We went to lunch.
I didn't even know that was a thing, yeah.
I wanted to do a party, but like, with timing and everything. So I was thinking about doing it when you got better. I didn't think I was gonna see you for like 6 months.
That wasn't originally what they told me, but I'm just fucking built different, you know what I mean?
Josh, will you give me a water?
Hunter, what was your initiative?
9. My wolf got 22.
Your wolf just goes with you.
That works for me. That's way easier.
Actually, he goes with his wolf.
Yeah.
In this case, yeah.
Oh. Did Tosh give a surprise one or no? just asking.
I guess you were totally obscured. Question is, how did you know to get him and not the wolf? The wolf's my past.
He sensed the tremor of two people.
I would assume I can sense who's walking on me.
Yeah, I assume.
Or I had two eyes just kind of poking out. Like,
That's true. You totally can do that.
No, I assume your tremor senses enough to kind of differentiate.
I mean, you would know 4 legs. The mystical 4-legged goblin.
I bring a wolf over there. Okay, kill this wolf. I'll be right back.
We're gonna F up the timeline.
No such thing, dude.
No, we aren't. Boogly is.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Timelines are malleable.
So, and granted, I just wanted initiative set. If you guys want to see how things play out, right, you're welcome to just pass or whatever. But
yeah. Am I hidden still? I mean, I don't know if they found me at all, but
you don't know.
Makes sense.
Okay. So, we will start right from Boogly in the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So Boogly, you need to make, I guess, an attack roll. You're going to try and grapple him. Is that what you're doing?
I was gonna try to barrel him towards the rest of the party.
I mean, that'd be grappling him, yeah.
So you need to, so you need to make an attack roll first to attempt to grapple.
You're gonna add your strength, which you should be proficient. No, your elemental.
Yeah, it goes off your elemental stuff.
Oh.
It's elemental, dear Watson.
+5.
That's it?
That's not bad.
20.
So that plus proficiency.
Yeah, plus the proficiency, so 10. So 19.
Oh.
You grabbed him.
Goblin just flexes.
Alright, you succeed in grabbing him, so he is grappled.
Is he screaming?
He's struggling.
Unhand me, you fiend!
So
What is
now
the charge?
you can move with him.
Okay.
15 feet.
Let's go towards the boys.
Yeah, so your movement is 30 feet, right? As an earth elemental, or
Yeah.
okay. So this is, and so you've just like there. That's you underneath him. So this is just like at the surface. You've grabbed him.
I thought I'd like jump out and just like
Oh, okay. Like
I said, I would give him the hug his parents probably never gave him.
No, he had a good childhood, actually. This is like totally unrelated.
Oh, okay.
yeah, his parents were so very supportive.
Yeah, I'm literally just like
overtaking.
I'm gonna
the
do my
human
best to
realm.
pretty much cocoon him in earth with my body.
Earth elemental piece, huh?
Earth.
Earth?
I want to go to Earth.
Did we determine that you're large?
Yes.
I think so.
Large elemental.
Yeah.
Neutral.
Balance.
I don't care about no timeline.
You want to be this guy?
Sure.
Ooh.
What the? Is that Pumpkinhead?
Is that the one thing we fought?
Yeah. Oh, we almost fought a death slug.
I do not like those things.
Yeah, it was scary.
Ooh, I got a grit. I mean,
Did you really?
Mhm.
Yeah, boy.
look at that 2014 Ford. That's kind of weird, dude. Spooky.
All right.
And then are you moving?
Bump, bump, bump.
I think it's freaky. What is that?
Jeez.
I really do
Yeah.
not like that at all.
It's a Molitor.
I don't even know what that is.
Molitor.
Can I do a throw as a bonus action?
No.
No.
Aw.
It's an action. Now yeet. That's a bonus action.
Okay. Then, Mogar, you're up.
Okay. So then once I see him chilling there, I'm like, okay, this wasn't the plan, but okay. So I fly off from the tree. I go straight at him. Sorry.
You died in the meantime.
Didn't mean to do that.
God smite you.
I'm sorry. Torm. For the love of Torm. Anyway, I hit him. I got a 24 and a 26.
Okay.
Doing 36 damage.
Ooh, kill him.
And then I pull away Actually, I pull away to about here, too. So, I come in, hit him. Maybe I swoop away a little bit.
Come in, hit the gritty.
Hit the Quan. This is the Quan, and I'm hitting it.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
I
How
don't
much
have
damage?
36.
Okay, and you're just ending.
Yeah, I kind of flew back a little bit. But I'm still about, yeah, probably 15 feet in the air,
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, clearly he is surprised and taken aback, and you can hear like startles and screams, and like everybody is suddenly like, what is going on? Basically ready for battle. So, Hunter, you're up.
Okay. So I crit on my first hit,
Nice.
and I'm just gonna use my longbow.
Okay.
And I have my flaming arrows, so I'm like using spider climb to like hang upside down on the branch, and just like shooting right at him in his hands.
That's freaking sick.
And then does 22 hit,
Yes.
and then does 14.
No.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just knock 2 arrows and shoot at him. And that's 16 damage.
Okay. So, was what was the, like, is that with the crit? Or-
Oh no, it's not. I didn't roll another d8. My bad. And I'll just use the d8 I missed with. So 21 damage. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that.
I want to rip that angle
Just seemed a
thing
little
that's in
fun.
his head. I want to rip it out.
It's gonna corrupt you,
It's
dude.
not in his head.
He was holding it to commune.
Oh, I thought he. I
It'd
thought
be like a Thanos taking Vision
Yeah.
Stone out.
that's what I
He
imagined.
just looks like an Indian girl.
All right, that's your turn, Hunter. What about your wolf?
Let's see. As far as how far he can move, I think it's still just 30. Oh no, he gets 40 feet. That's not bad at all. Cool. I'm gonna have him like sprint out of the woods on this side and attack this guy. And I think he should have used pack tactics, but that's okay. And he only gets 1 attack, I believe. Bite, yeah, so he'll just run out of there and try and bite him. And he certainly misses, because that's only a 9. Yeah, so he misses.
Okay.
Why does that wolf look so much bigger than me?
I think it's a. Is that
It's a
the
winter wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. That's wolf.
Shut up.
Okay.
All right. 5, 15, 20. All right. He's going to do that. Let's see. Just, not like this.
Do I get pack tactics with other wolves near me? I'm just Can you be a one-man wolf then?
One man wolf tactic.
And I will
Fist.
just tell you that the other, like the rest of the army, is charging. You can hear them coming.
It's like, oh.
Is that a little guy?
That's the army, and when they will reach the top here.
Gotcha.
So when they'll join the fray. Okay, so let's see. Winterwolf. Boogly.
My AC is 17.
Okay. It hits you with its bite. And does 11 damage.
So I'm gonna assume I'm down to 90. So let's do that 17. Okay.
And then let's add 1d4 to attack. See. Martial advantage, right? Okay. All right, Boogly. Each of the Hobgoblin warlords is attacking you. What'd you say your AC was?
17.
Okay, the first swing with of its longsword misses, but the second swing of the longsword hits you for 6 damage, and then actually it's 14 damage from martial advantage, and then he bashes you with his shield for 6 more damage, so 20 damage total. The other one only hits you with 1 longsword attack, but it's a doozy. 27 damage.
Kind of tough.
Let's see. One of the winter wolves bites your direwolf. What's his AC? Just want to make sure I have it right. Should have its stats right here.
It is 13.
Yep. So it hits for 15 damage,
Okay.
and then the direwolf misses. All right. Ren's turn. All right. Ren comes over here, and she's not casting darkness. She's just gonna send a few eldritch blasts out. Unfortunately, only one of them hits. Damn it, Ren's.
Great.
Get more magnesium.
Magnesium. Some potassium.
Potassium's fine. My magnesium's is low. I eat more nuts.
Nut. What
Not
races?
much.
What races do they have in roller skating?
Most of them now. They're adding more, like they just patched again to some new stuff.
Do they have the Goliath or Cochra?
I don't know if they have them yet. I guarantee they'll be in it eventually.
That'd be sick. That'd be busted.
Maybe, but you can already bust that game however you want because it lets you do whatever you can normally do. I know you can play as the like story characters now, which is
Really?
cool. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, I like doing it.
I mean, you can play as them. You could always play as them.
In Baldur's Gate 3, you had to make your own, and then now you can play as like one of the ones that can be your companions. Kind of how Divinity did it, where you can either make yours or play as like a preset story one.
I see. That's cool.
Yeah, because a lot of them seem like they have alright stories.
Okay. That's Ren's turn, and Gareth is gonna run up here too. Come on. He's gonna charge. Okay, and then it's the boss's turn. Alright, so Boogly, he is not going to try to break free. Instead, he's just going to cast Cone of Cold, and he's basically firing like through him and like hitting you too. So like wherever you are, kind of like up here.
Weird. I've got like 50 vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities, whatever, but cold's not in any of them.
So you guys, you both need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Probably good at that though.
How is Earth Elementals vulnerable to thunder?
So
That is
anything
the opposite of what Pokemon is.
that's a construct in this is any type of like kinetic damage, which thunder is basically saying it's like force
that's true.
damage. It's like that blows things apart.
So
Okay.
it's gonna be 21.
Okay, so you succeed.
So we're rolling for what?
Constitution save, which your
Oh,
thing should have, I would think.
for a saving throw. So
And you should add 3 to it as well.
so right now my Constitution's a +5, but with saving throws, isn't it even higher?
Yeah, because you're probably proficient.
So it's 14 damage. I already have that for you.
14? Cool.
And you're gonna add 8 to that as well.
You succeed.
Yeah.
So it's 14 damage.
Nice.
Okay. What's 33 minus 14? 19?
Good man.
Very quick math. Because I said yes, I
And
didn't
those
even do
weren't
it.
exactly easy numbers.
No, that's a weird number.
Okay. Boogly, it's back to you.
Alright.
Back to you.
At this point, I'm wondering if I should keep trying to go this way, or if I should just start bashing him on the ground and just let the fight continue.
Yeah, you're gonna take a lot of hits if you
Yeah,
move.
I just start fighting.
Okay.
Again, it's up to Boogly though.
So I guess I'll just stop there and I'll do 2 slam attacks to Mr. Wizard. But sorry, I should have pre-rolled. So.
Mr. Joblin.
Mr. No. So that was +8 to hit, so 19 and 11 for my 2, like because it's 2 slams.
Yeah, the 19 hits.
The 19 hits. 28 + 5. 19 damage. And it's bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning. Bulgogi.
Because if I'm hanging on to him, how does the first slam not hit?
Because he.
Maybe you like have your hand too much around him, and you just
There's
get-
sometimes
push
in this
him.
game where I wish we could see like a video of how it would go down. To
Well,
see if it
It's like
makes
playing
sense.
XCOM when your dude like puts a shotgun to somebody's head and shoots, and you miss, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he dies immediately.
Or just think of like a Marvel fight or whatever. Like you've got him, and you go to slam him, but at that last moment he kind of like twists his body around so that you just hit the ground and he's on. You still have him grabbed, but he's kind of contorted his body so that he didn't take the impact.
Yeah, it's like jujitsu.
Yeah.
You still do that?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I didn't go this week because I didn't want to.
That's how it starts.
I know, that's why I'm like, I need to go back, but
It'd be cool to do it.
it's way fun. I just
Okay.
want-
Is that your turn, Boobly?
I just want to get a notch in my
Yeah.
How big does a shovel?
with my
Mogar.
blue belt. Okay, so 24 and a 26, 22 and a 26 hit.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use 2 level 1 smite, divine smites,
Okay.
doing 50 damage in total.
Okay.
Bow, bow. And again, I just fly up, boom, boom, and then I'm actually gonna come over here.
Boom, 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 boom.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna come around this way, just so he's not able to do the same cone of cold thing.
Sure. And you're in the air still?
Yeah, let me actually measure it out. So I'm 10 feet I'll say I'm 10 feet up. Nah, like 15 feet. Yeah, that's good. Where I'm at.
A second dungeon entrance.
Yeah.
The timeline split completely.
Yeah. We've messed everything up.
Phasing in and out of reality.
There's two books, you put them inside each other.
The universe implodes to
It literally
white.
just turns off, yeah.
The time variance authority shows up and just like set the reset charges.
It's a black woman. She's sassy. Did you see Loki?
Yeah, I hate Loki.
Oh man, we loved it.
I-
We're rewatching it.
I like it, but there's
I
some
don't
parts
like
that I was
what
like,
it
oh
does
my
to the
gosh.
mechanics of anything, because now everything has no meaning. But, and it wasn't really about Loki, it's all about Sylvie. It's like, why call this Loki when it has
That's
nothing
why
to do with him?
Loki's parts are really good.
Yeah.
I like him.
I also
but-
don't like that they show him one video and he, like, has a whole change of heart. I'm like, this is like Loki at his most, like, terrible person, and he sees one video, it's like, man, things could be good. I'm like, he wouldn't give a shit.
You had to like fast track.
Yeah, I know it was
Process,
for
though.
story, that's why, but it's just, I don't know. And that guy wrote Multiverse of Madness, the new Doctor Strange, which is the worst superhero movie ever made.
That's pretty bad. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Um.
Trying to think
Okay.
if there was a worse one.
No.
Oh, probably Ant-Man and the Wasp. Or the third one.
True.
Quantumania.
Quantumania is
I-
very
I
bad.
couldn't even watch it all.
It's
dude.
so painful.
I watched about half. Not even half. Probably got to a
Kang has been beaten like 6 times on screen already. I'm like, you want to have this guy replace Thanos? Are you retarded?
Yeah, I got to.
But maybe I'm retarded
I
for
got to
caring.
the part where they're like in the quantum realm.
It's
and
bad.
then I was like, this is
We was Kangs.
so bad.
Okay. Sorry. So that was Mogar.
Yes.
Okay. Hunter, your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna go for my wolf first. And disengage and run. 30. And then I'm gonna fire Conjure Barrage. So in a 60-foot cone, you gotta make a
Nice.
dexterity save of 16.
What's the range?
Let me see. I think it's the same as my bow.
Oh, for reals? That'd be insane.
Range says 60-foot cone.
Oh, come
Oh, sorry. Yes, that is how far it is. I'm a fool.
Don't say that. I'm firing at these guys.
Okay.
And then they just make a dexterity save of 16.
Tosh, can you get that Barbarian horror film for us to watch at the ranch?
Probably.
Okay, they fail.
And they take 18 damage.
What about?
So it's just
do
like
you
a
have
whole bunch of
projector?
flaming arrows.
My dad just got a new one.
Do you think he'd bring it up there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you ever
but
watch movies like that up there?
Yeah, we used to watch Van Helsing all the time on a projector down there.
Van Helsing is Pog, even though it's bad.
It's not bad. I guess I haven't seen it in a minute, but
It does not hold up the
Me
same,
too.
but I've watched
Used
it
to
a
watch
million
it all the
times.
time.
I still like
Dude,
it.
the werewolf vampire fight at the end is still legit.
I just like the Hot
and the
Brides of
freaking-
Dracula.
Yeah, I was gonna say those and the main chick.
I mean,
the three
That's
vampire
one of the most
chicks.
attractive women ever born on the planet.
The
So.
three vampire chicks, their CGI is pretty.
Next to
cringe.
every black queen.
How much damage?
18.
Axe Giant, the Wrath of Paul Bunyan. Okay, let me see
It,
if Overseer will grab.
Paul
it.
Bunyan returns.
it looks like the worst horror movie was made back in like 2013. Meat Canyon did a video on it.
Yeah, I've seen his thing on it.
Did you watch it?
I've watched his video. I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Anything else, Hunter?
That's my whole turn.
Yep. So they just all help them. All right, and then their turn.
British 20, in it 20. That's 20 in it.
In it?
Oh yeah, found it.
In it, fam.
Yeah, it'll be on there in 5 minutes.
Don't gasp.
By the way, I'm pretty sure everything's getting winterized on, what is it, Labor Day?
What do you mean?
At the ranch, like the pumps and stuff, and so we might not have like running water.
That sounds fun.
Oops.
So winter? How does that even work?
They
Like,
just
just
like
turning everything on.
turn the pumps off. Because when you turn the pump on, you have to like prime it, do all this weird stuff to like
Oh.
get it going.
Is it? Oh, is it above ground?
Seems kind of early.
The pumps and stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
those pumps are.
I was like, if they're buried,
It's
it doesn't
weird.
matter.
How are we gonna poop out there?
The old-fashioned way, or we can still use like the toilet. We just gotta use a bucket of water. You know, like.
Is that how we did it before?
I think so. Yeah, we would before we had running water in the bathroom, we would just use a bucket of water. Kind of, you know,
Oh, okay.
do the whole Lake Lyman thing.
That sounds
Okay.
fun.
I'll probably just use pictures. He's probably taking his trailer.
My dad's taking his motorhome
I'll
too.
just go poop in there.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah.
probably gonna sleep there.
Get eaten by black widows. We take a shit. Try to pour the water in the bucket. Get bit.
I'll probably just bring my tent.
So the mage casts mirror image on himself.
Mm.
So now it just kind of looks like you're holding 4 versions of him.
Cute little mages.
I don't know how to explain it, but
Oh, okay.
mirror image is cast.
So is that? Do you just have disadvantage in attacking?
No, it's like you roll to see like
Percentage
if
thing.
you hit him or a mirror image. I have to look it up again.
Yeah. So we're going.
That's weird.
And then
Did Gareth do
oh,
anything?
that's not the boss's turn. Sorry. So that's not the case for him yet. It's the monster's turn. So let's do Winterwolf first. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Winterhold.
Alright,
Clean
Winterwolf gets a crit on you, Boogly,
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
for 17 damage.
2 damage. For 2 health.
You
You
still
only
have another
2
wild
health
shape
left?
Of the elemental, yeah.
because he didn't start with full health. Because he'd already been damaged last
Dang,
time.
you've already tanked that much.
100 damage.
And then the first warlord also gets a crit on you
Oh,
for... He didn't do too much damage. Oh no, he did max
I
damage.
was gonna knock you out of here.
For 23 damage.
Yeah, no, too much.
And I'm boogly again.
And then the second... Well, the second strike and the shield bash both miss you.
Nice.
But then the other hobgoblin warlord comes in. And what's your AC as Boogly?
it says, "This is what you get for messing up the timeline."
13.
It's the canon event.
Okay. So the first 2 hit you for a total of 25 damage.
Alright.
And then when he goes into hit you with the shield bash, he rolls a 1. So you can either get a free attack on him or like rip his shield and throw it away.
I'll do that.
Okay. So he just can't use his shield.
I like that you gave the option.
Well,
Mhm.
thank you.
That's, I like that.
I like that, Johnny. I like
I like that.
Okay. As for these guys, let's play around and have him like leaping up at you. He can't reach you as big as he is, but he's trying.
Yeah, he'll go right into my.
He's like a liger. Stretch out a little tall.
Yeah.
And then Hunter. No, let's split this up. Well, actually, the Winter Wolf will run over
Is it interval?
here before he gets in there, and he does cold breath.
Cold, give me chills.
I guess it's not really enough. So, let's still do cold breath. I'll just do it there.
I don't know what we can do that.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
12.
That's just enough to succeed.
Oh dang.
Oh,
So 11 damage.
bad.
And then this one misses Ren. Okay. Those are me monsters? No, they're not me monsters.
Me undies.
The cloak that the Goblin Mage is wearing suddenly flies off him. Speaking of Doctor Strange. And it flies up here. Oops.
Do we know which one it flew off?
I'm assuming it's a mirror image. They probably all lose it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it has to look like him.
And you can see that, like, as the scene's flying at you, you can see it's not a cloak. It has wings. It's like this black, kind of like a bat type thing, but it's got wings, it's got fangs, and so it's like
Okay.
swooping at you.
Spooky.
So he 23 for the hit, so that hits, right?
Okay.
He does 13 damage with his bite, and it's now attached to you. It kind of wraps its tail around you.
Bite?
And then the tail also hits you for another 11 damage.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay. And that's that. Now, there's one. I will tell you, Mogar, Boogly, you two in particular are suddenly feeling just really like out of it. It's very much like the beginnings of, remember when you were
Crossing the bridge?
crossing the bridge, and you eventually passed out? It's like that. You're starting to feel like dizzy, fog-headed, like your vision is starting to like go tunnel. So you're not passed out yet, but it's like quickly coming on.
I realize. Well, I guess it's not my turn. So never mind.
Go ahead.
I'm saying I realize something's happening, so in just kind of like a split second, like crap, I gotta do something. I cast Thunder Wave.
Oh yeah, you can't do that until your turn.
Okay. This is one final like. Ah!
And is that gonna hit Gareth?
Oh, I hope so.
Hunter, you are also feeling this, but the effects are much lighter. You're not getting tunnel vision right now. You're just kind of like, it's almost like when you stand up too fast, right?
Makes sense.
That's about the sensation where you're at currently.
Now that I'm back to Boogly, should be like.
Oh yes.
That way that guy can be at a spot where I can plan out what I'm doing next.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ren's turn. Let's see. Ren is going to cast Darkness now on herself, and then boogie out there. And then Gareth is going to come right over here, and he's going to try and protect you, Boogly. And he sees that you're kind of like wigging out and kind of like shaking you, like, Boogly, you okay? Like, let's get out of here.
I'm just like, balance. I'm losing my balance.
But he is going to make an attack at this guy.
Sitting in the corner.
And he hits twice.
Losing all my balance.
Who's he attacking?
The mage. Because that's his target. Like, he does want to take him out.
Yeah.
So he gets two hits on him.
Nice.
His longsword. Oh, I guess I actually need to check the mirror image. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. Roll a d20. So the first one
So either
hits.
I'll either hit him or break one of the clones.
And then the AC. I see. Yeah, so first you roll to see if you hit a duplicate,
Yeah.
and then you make your attack roll, which has, and the duplicate has its own AC, different from the individual themselves.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so both times he just ends up hitting, he hits 2 of the duplicates, is what he ends up doing.
Well, that's 2 less duplicates, though, right?
Yeah. So there's really just 1 left. 1 duplicate, and then him. Okay. And he gets frustrated by that. And then it's his turn. Wait. Sorry. He didn't have the duplicates up because I'd gotten ahead of myself.
Oh, yeah.
So those 2 hits actually did hit him. Okay.
Not bad.
So 2 hits, and this prompts him to
Then use the...
then use them. At which point he bails, but so you guys can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I will do that.
Him and Gareth, right?
Yeah.
If he's that far away, I'll
No,
just.
he was
It's
at.
as he's leaving.
Yeah, so you can hit him with your stick, basically.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna. Can I cast a spell's attack of opportunity?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll just hit him with my.
Cantrips you
No, I don't think so.
can. Oh, okay.
Because it's a reaction, it's not an action, so
That-
anything that
that
takes an
makes sense.
action...
Makes sense. So shillelagh him.
Alright, I'll just hit him with my quarterstaff then.
Well, you have to roll touch.
Oh, I thought if it's an attack of opportunity.
No, it just gives you the chance to hit him.
Okay. I miss.
What is it?
4.
Well, plus whatever, right?
It wouldn't matter.
I missed.
Okay. Well, Gareth hit one of his duplicates as he was fleeing.
Nice.
And
So he has
he has
two
two
duplicates
duplicates.
still left.
I moved that one, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So that's the boss. So Boogly, your turn.
I was gonna cast Tidal Wave. And just right here. Just I would have done Thunder Wave or Thunder whatever, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to hit Gareth. So
So you're gonna do
How far
tidal
does it
wave
go?
and go that way?
You
Yeah.
can hit all of them, yeah.
So is it a straight or is it the wide so that it hits the 3 of them?
wide, so I
Okay.
hit 3 of them. Sorry, for some reason I didn't register the wolf was there.
That's good though.
Yeah. So and that would be 17 damage to all of them.
And is it a saving throw?
All right, it's Dexterity 17. If they fail that, they're knocked prone. Or if they pass, they're not knocked prone. They take half damage.
Okay, they both failed, or they all failed, I should say.
Okay.
So how much damage was it?
17.
17.
And they're knocked prone, right?
Right.
How long does it go for? The water?
Honestly, okay, the water. It does damage. It says the water then spreads out across the ground in all areas, extinguishing unprotected frames in its area and within 30 feet of it, and then it vanishes.
So it's not gonna hit the other wolf.
Right, I remember we've
No.
done this before where it's like 30 feet this way, but then only like 10 feet. It's only like 2 rows.
Yeah.
Which I think is super anticlimactic.
It is.
For like what the spell costs.
A lot of damage, though, and it knocks them prone, which is a very good effect for your teammates.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is it knocks them prone.
That's W5. It doesn't push him back though.
It doesn't push him back, just knocks him prone. Although I feel like Tsunamis definitely push things back.
Usually.
We just swept them off
I
their
thought
feet.
it did damage if it slammed.
I think the
them.
idea is that the tidal wave goes up and then slams down.
Yeah.
vertically.
Makes sense.
That's what my guess would be.
I like that. Boogly, no sooner do you take this action, you cast Tidal Wave. That's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, and then I collapse.
And then you collapse. You fall unconscious.
And all Gareth hears is,
Mogar, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to recognize that I'm feeling quite tired. That I need to try to get out here somehow. So I'm going to try to do one last attack. So I'm going to go for this.
Yeah.
I know the hunter could help me somehow. Okay, so I'm going to swing down here. Bink.
And dead again.
And I got a 22 and a 28.
Okay.
Hit. And I do 35 damage.
35.
35 damage.
All right. You just jab that thing from above and just pierce it, and it screams. It yelps out in pain.
Yep.
And it has, as it yelps, it creates foggy breath because it's a winter wolf.
Okay. Also, if I feel like I'm really about to pass out, I'll say, flies.
Yeah. So it's better over here,
Oh, okay.
but not all better. Like you're queasy, but it's closer to what I told him. So yeah, definitely as you get further that direction, then the effects begin to wear off some.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to stay there? You want to keep going?
I'll be, if I'm not going to pass out, then I'll stay 15 feet above that.
But right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Actually, maybe like right.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
dead.
there we go.
And
Yeah,
dead.
there we go.
since I'm passed out, can we assume I'm taking a short rest?
It requires an hour.
Oh.
Okay.
I just wake up.
Hunter, your
I
turn.
can fight!
Does 19 hit the Winter Wolf?
Yes.
I just got 2
And
freaking
13?
crits, dude.
Ooh.
And what
13?
damage? Oh, no. I don't think so.
Okay.
Dude.
Then. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
say.
it does. 13 hits.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so yeah, I'll knock 2 arrows then at the same time and just fire it straight down at it. And that dealt.
And you're fine being right next to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm up on the tree.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
But that's 21 damage.
Okay.
Yikes. Yowza.
And you just put these like right in its head.
Yeah.
It's practically dead.
And then I do have my wolf. 30, 35, 40. Didn't mean to do that, sorry. I don't know if I can hit him from there, though. I don't know if that's 5 feet or which space he's on.
Oh, yeah, it's good. We'll count it.
Okay, and then he'll attack as well. Let's see if he gets anything halfway decent. 13, 14, 15. Oh, wait, 13 we already established hits, right?
Yep.
Okay, then that guy takes from the wolf
As long as you hit, it's dead.
4, 5, 6, yeah. 7, 8. So the wolf finished it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wolf versus wolf. Oh, does your wolf inherit winter wolf powers?
Yeah, I think it just froze to death, bites him, and just dies.
All right. Hunter, the effects increase. You're still not like getting the full-on tunnel vision, but you do.
It was weird.
You feel weird. You feel more headache-ish or dizzy and fog-headed. So the effects are increasing. All right.
Did Gareth go?
Gareth goes after Ren.
Yeah, he went. He hit the guy twice.
Yeah, he.
That's right.
Okay. The monster's turn. So they get up. They recover from their tidal wave action, and Winterwolf is going to attack the booster. Now Gareth is trying to protect you. He's got his protection fighting style, so that's going to keep them from having advantage on you. He still hits you though for 12. Takes a bite out of crime.
Scruff McGruff.
You got that, Boogly?
What?
12 damage.
Oh. You're kicking me while I'm down.
Yeah.
Biting you to be specific.
You see the wolf just like chewing on my foot.
Pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah.
Gareth is like trying to poke him away, and he's like still nipping at you.
The other hobgoblin is also going to attack you.
Slob goblin one, don't
Also, isn't it while he's down? It's Oh, but he's not at 0.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's just unconscious.
Yep.
He does hit you for. Let's see. I think that's the one that doesn't have a shield. So, 26 damage.
Holy. These guys are being mean, dude.
How's Boogly doing?
I mean, he had his full health bar besides. So.
Well, I'm down to because they wiped my elemental health, and now Boogly's down to 33 health.
Yeah.
And then the next one is attacking Gareth. Gets a crit on Gareth. But the next two miss. So he does 24 damage against Gareth. Now, Boogly, you're a big guy. But Gareth is determined to protect you. And so he actually drags you. He begins dragging you away back into the woods.
Considering my size, that must take a lot of strength.
And while he's
Creepers, mister.
While he's doing that, he gets a couple more swing/hits on him. The wolf misses. But the hobgoblin hits him. So he takes some more damage there. And then...
I take more damage?
No, he does.
Oh.
He's protecting you. He's keeping you safe.
Okay.
This wolf runs back to protect the boss man. And these guys are running up. Alright. And with that, then... Hunter, you may make a perception check.
27.
So, in the midst of all this combat, you see just like one hand. Let's see, who would it be? Well, my guess is probably it's like a gauntlet clad in metal armor or something, kind of like placing their hand kind of at the dungeon entrance, and you can kind of tell like they're using it for support, like they're struggling also to come on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I shoot it. Pin it to the wall.
Okay, that's all that you see. Ren. Okay, from the darkness, Ren is going to fire 3 Eldritch Blasts at that wolfy wolf. Let's see.
Mucky muck.
Let's see. 2 hits. Sweet. So she pelts this thing with a couple Eldritch Blasts, enough to kill it.
Nice.
Zap, zap.
Oh, I guess that was Gareth's turn, where he moved you back. So that's what Gareth did there. He did that. And then with his turn, let's see. So the hobgoblin is going to call out to you guys. He says, "Brave warriors," and you can tell like he's struggling. You guys, like he's hurting, right? But he's trying to hold it back or whatever. He calls out. He says, "Brave warriors, let us cease these hostilities. I can forgive your slaughter of my forces, but clearly, you will soon face the full force of my entire contingent, and you will be overwhelmed. If you answer but one question, then I can allow you to live. Tell me."
Where's the philosophy of the swallow?
Yes.
A philosophy of the swallow, he says.
Tell me who you are, and why you have destroyed my forces.
His forces, he had like 3 dudes.
The place full of those dudes too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that.
Because you're bad goblins and we're humans.
I am Morgar, what's my title?
Justicar.
Justicar of Torm, with my blessed lance of righteousness, come to take your head, sir. You foul being from the eternal pit. Yeah.
But because of like the effects that you're undergoing,
Slurring
he's
his
like,
words.
la 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 la.
Falls off his.
I'm the breeze that brings the royal crew breeze in the morning. I'm
The giver of hugs when no one else gives hugs.
I'm the giver of presents to children.
I'm the philosophy of a swallow.
Velocity. I said velocity.
I thought you said philosophy.
Either one's funny.
That's why I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I forgot what the actual quote is from Monty Python.
Yeah, I mean, you were close.
Yeah.
But I thought you said philosophy.
Okay.
That's why I was laughing.
Okay, so you say that,
Yes.
just kind of introducing yourself, not really giving a reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm here to kill him.
And you say that, what you said?
Yeah, just like, do we really need a reason? You guys are effing shit up. I don't want you here. I'm fine with you moving into town. You just can't date my sister. No, basically it's just like, yeah, you guys are causing problems and you're evil, so I will kill all of you.
He says, such simple, pitiful answers, typical for your race.
From my point of view,
Have you never, you don't even consider that we might have similar feelings, social bonds as you? That you are on our land?
piece of garbage rolls by and he starts tearing up.
Yeah.
I say, oh, how, brother?
Look at their red.
I said, yeah, I mean, I totally considered that, but, you know, that's life, eh?
Yes, you just take what you want, and so I will take what I want.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
That said, I admit you are powerful, but the one I serve can make you even greater.
No chance.
Yeah, Hunter doesn't
Torm
care
is the
about any of
only. Torm is the only truth.
that. Yeah, so powerful that this guy's sitting there bloody and almost dead. I didn't hear no bell. Arrow right in his face. Yeah, Hunter's like, this is his thing. Just trained to hunt these things. He didn't care. He just turns his emotions off.
I'm ready.
Then cries about it later.
No matter how hurt I am, I'm just like. This good time.
Very well then.
And clearly, you know, that probably is. I'm sure that's a thing, but the Sylphids were here first. They're gone. It's like,
I'm sure your master's cool, but we killed your master too, so. I just got done killing your master, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, he says, very well then.
Is it raining outside?
Yes, it is.
Really? Oh, I guess the thunder and stuff. Yeah.
Larry
I thought-
texted so.
I couldn't tell if that was thunder or Larry.
That'll either be nice because it'll cool off, or it'll just get really humid.
You know,
Probably that.
well, nothing stays humid here too long.
True.
All right.
Except for my ass.
With that, then, he casts another spell, and he vanishes from sight.
I yell, coward!
I think I was looking at those magic items. I should have got the Lantern of Revealing, where it just makes everything invisible visible. Is this where passes for war?
Hey, did you see these, Aiden?
Huh? I saw that they were there the last time I was here.
Sure about that?
I am, dude, because I remember commenting on them that time.
You sure about that?
Are you sure about that? A Bing chili.
Bing ling, bing dong.
Okay. Then we will continue with Boogly.
I'm still passed out.
You are still passed out. Mogar.
Seeing my friend passed out, I summoned that pep talk I just gave myself. Just brought all of the holiness, all of it. I got 2 crits.
Okay.
Does the bless? I gotta see real quick. Sorry, I was too excited that I got those things. I just gotta see what bless does again. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can re-roll, or the target can roll a d4 and add that number roll to the attack or saving throw. So you guys can just add a 1d4. Yeah. And it's within 30 feet. So when I do that, I'll cast it here as the free action.
Mm-hmm.
So that,
So Gareth gets it.
yeah, Gareth,
Boogly gets
Boogly,
it.
and him. So I come flying down and say, may the power of Torm compel you! And I hit the first guy, 62 damage.
Alright.
He screams.
7. Okay. Yeah, big old blast. Now, this is similar to, you've been experiencing this thing before, where like, whenever, in moments where you have been like summoning a great amount of faith, right? There's kind of like this hiccup or like a little short circuit before like the juice flows. And the same thing happens again here. Like, you gave yourself a pep talk, you charge up, and it's kind of like, you know, like, just like something is wrong, but then it connects and you just charge forward.
Because he never fails me.
And
I'm
then,
not
yeah,
pure enough.
come in and
I must destroy.
Wreck
How's
this guy.
this guy looking?
This guy is in bad shape.
Okay, because then with my second hit,
A lot of underlying conditions.
I hit the next hobgoblin right
Yeah.
next to him for 50.
You like ride through them both at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. I just
Yeah.
kind of lance.
Yeah.
And then turn around and fly, and I think I can get them out here.
Because what's your moving speed on that thing? I know it's a lot.
80.
80, yeah.
70, actually. It's 70.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's my...
Okay. Cool, cool.
Oh, wait.
Alright, Hunter.
Go.
You are up.
Okay.
Alright. So, I'm going to grab 2 of my arrows and seeing those 2 are pretty injured. Does 19 hit either of them?
That's a good question. No.
But I'm assuming 24 does.
24 does.
Let's see.
And they're both about equal in terms of damage. Number 7 here is more damaged.
Okay, well, then I'll just hit 7 since he's in front, and he takes 12 damage.
Yeah, and now he's almost dead.
And I'm gonna keep my... Actually, where's Gareth?
He's here helping. He's pulling Boobly back.
I'm gonna have my wolf run over and
Tyler,
attack
can
this
you
guy
just
too.
bring
Try and
in-
finish him.
2 bowls of popcorn.
Let's see.
One for you and then one for the rest of us.
Nah, because then I'd eat the
Okay,
the
well,
second
the
one
wolf
too.
definitely
No,
misses.
we wouldn't let you eat the other.
And then just to be safe, I'm gonna try and like jump to another tree over here and
Okay.
see if I still feel as poopy.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't move too far, so it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if it was like coming from me or if it's a radius or.
Okay. These guys all run in. Let's see.
Did you add the +4 to anything? Did you miss anything?
+4 from what?
The
The
bless.
attack, yeah. He did
Oh,
bless
the 19 would have been a 23
him. The
then.
19 would have hit.
Okay, then he might be dead because total was 27 damage originally.
Okay, then yes, he is dead.
Okay, then I'll just say both arrows hit him in the side of the dome.
Where did you? Nice. What's their? What was their EC? Over 19.
More than 19.
20, probably.
Jeepers.
Yeah, they wear plate, man. Okay. So then he's gonna come around here after Gareth. This wolf will come get you.
No.
Alright, Boogly, Winter Wolf is gonna
Chew on my other foot.
yeah.
What, he's nuts?
Gareth is helping. 7 damage. Alright. And then Hobjobby
Job.
Here's John.
does tons of damage on Gareth. 22, 29, 35 damage on Gareth. And you can already see, especially you, since you're just kind of hovering up there, Gareth is really feeling the effects too. Like, and he's like pulling Boogly, but it's really just willpower that's keeping him going at this point because he's practically unconscious at this point too. And I'll say also for you, as you like, probably the only thing that kept you going as you like struck those warlords was like Torm's just power coursing through you. Because it's kind of like as soon as you struck and started flying like back, then like you nearly passed out until you kind of got back into this area, and then so it's kind of like Cinnamon took you the rest of the way, and then you're kind of like a little bit jostled back into reality as you end up back in this area.
And he saw a
Like a
warrior
gauntlet.
hand.
Yeah.
And nobody else is moving from there.
Not yet.
That's really bad. We have to close this hole.
Do we though?
Yes. Or
What's
the
the
whole,
worst
or
that
the whole
happens?
army goes right into Raymond. And all because Boogly wanted to grab a homie book. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Monsters. Oh, and this
You'll
wolf.
thank me one day.
On the bright side, Sarah won't ever be
Yeah,
Boogly.
that's
She's
the
gonna die.
first thing I was thinking. I was like,
I have to ruin some timeline. Let me do this one.
Alright, the most important one.
yeah.
13 damage to your wolf.
Okay.
And again, if he reaches 0 hit points, I don't know what he's at now.
13.
Okay. Then he just automatically like retracts to your body.
Yeah. Gotta take him to the Poke Center.
Yeah. Okay, I did that,
The Poke Center.
and I did that, and I did that. Okay, and then the cloak theme is still on you.
Forgot about that. He's sucking you too.
Salute.
And he's not gonna stop even when you ask him to.
I'm not gonna ask him to.
What's your AC?
18.
Yeah. Okay. So he misses. So it's still attached to you.
Mm-hmm. But even when the power of Torm course through me, he's like, I can't suck anymore.
The tail does hit you though, but only for 6 damage.
Whacks me in the eye. Ow! What the hell, dude?
Oh, let's fucking go.
And then
Got a critical.
Nice. Dude, last week didn't you get like 3 crits in a row? You got 3 crits in the fight.
Oh yeah, when I was fucking doming him with my gun. Yeah, I kept getting crits against the
Oh
one
yeah,
chick.
you were shooting the bitch.
Yeah, literally just like capping her in the face over and over. I kept critting on every turn.
I love how he's autistic and you're just like, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, he has no problem killing anybody. He doesn't even understand why there would be an issue.
Yeah. Just listening to like GTA soundtrack, just pow, pow, pow.
Hunter, from behind you. What's you suddenly feel yourself get just like like something just slams you from behind you
Dad slammed.
for 29 damage.
Holy shit.
It strikes you twice.
Oh, okay.
And then the horde of goblins, the rest of his contingent, has reached the top of the hill now. This is not an accurate representation, but just for...
Yeah.
What are you boys doing on a hill?
But it's kind of like what you fought down in the dungeon. It's probably about 50 or so orcs, goblins, kind of a mix. However, this group does have more of those elite warriors, more like what you saw in the main camp, right? So among them are gnolls and hobgoblins. So you definitely have a stronger fighting force that he had with him. And Mogar, for just the briefest of moments, you see yourself step out of the cave.
That is so bad.
And then you fall unconscious.
Oh, it's our proximity
now,
to those little
is not
shits.
unconscious.
That's what I was going to ask.
It should now act as an independent mount, as long as you're unconscious. Okay? And because of your saddle, you can't fall off.
Yeah, dude, I have a saddle that I can't fall off.
So,
Far off.
yeah, so you're safe.
JFK had one of those
Um,
when he got shot.
A saddle?
Not really. It was like a back brace, but it kept him.
I know, I
upright.
saw it. That's why he couldn't dodge the second shot. He probably could have, which is insane. Huh?
No, they said the first shot he would have gone down.
Literally dodges a bullet. What was he, a fucking superhero?
No, the first shot didn't kill him.
Yeah, because he got shot, and then he went down. But that's why he curled like this, because it was like up here. I just saw a picture of it like yesterday.
I mean, he couldn't have got out of there alive anyways. There's like 6 shooters.
Oh yeah, no, they would have.
He got like injured as a teenager. He had a back issue, and so he had to wear a brace that like kept him upright.
I didn't know why he was.
He's in a wheelchair.
But like,
It is
did
nuts.
you see Lyndon
Nancy,
B.
pull me
Johnson?
down, Nancy. She's going, ah!
The guy winking at Lyndon B. Johnson while he's smiling like over
Oh, of course.
when they're swearing him in.
We did it, boss.
Bro, it is the scariest.
I mean, that's just obviously it was Lyndon B. Johnson.
Like there's literally videos of this guy.
Especially because
on the air, because they swore him in on Air Force One.
Yeah.
And he's like, the guy's literally winking at him, and
he's got like devil horns. He's got red eyes.
Yeah. It says op.
So Ren just kind of runs up and, puts her sphere of darkness over you guys. And Garrett, kind of in the same moment, like he collapses as well. He goes unconscious. Hunter, the effects are stronger for you, but now they're probably getting closer to that tunnel vision sense. You still have a pretty fair distance from you, and yourself is still like further back in here, so like, but it's a little bit.
Does Ren feel anything? Because she wasn't with us.
She wasn't with you.
But Gareth wasn't with us either.
He was with you.
He was a
Oh,
member.
that's who we saved.
No.
No, we say the other guy, Gareth, was with us the whole time because he's looking for a son.
That's right. That's what makes me. We'll finish this, but that's what makes me think when Gil died, when we all went like unconscious somehow.
It was probably us going back in the past at the same time. Yeah.
Saving.
Okay. That's Rand. That's Gareth. Bossman is in there.
Visible slamming me.
Boogly, you're unconscious. Mogar, you're unconscious.
Nope.
Oh.
I have an independent note.
Oh yes. Sorry. about that.
And he don't need no woman.
Yeah. This is actually pretty sick.
I love pulling that on Aaron. Hey, can you go with this for me? You are a strong, independent woman. You've got this, babe.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be honest. This is what. Well, Cinnamon just wants to protect me.
Cinnamon curb stomp.
Right? But Cinnamon also wants to protect me in the past.
Oh.
And we've just absolutely screwed that up. So,
Nah.
Cinnamon...
I can kill your past self right now. He's weak.
It's 80. It'd be 90.
If I kill him, you'll wake up, I bet.
I didn't realize that. Griffin had 90 speed.
Nice. Wow.
Damn.
Anyway, so Cinnamon...
It's like it itself has 90?
80, but I have 90
But you're-
because of my aura.
Yeah. Okay.
So... I'm sorry, I burped right as you came up. Okay, with me on it, doesn't matter. He's gonna fly in and try to hit whoever. It was just Mogar
Well, you're in
coming
like
out.
totally different armor, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like you look totally different.
He's
now.
just
Well,
like
actually,
in his original
no.
armor.
I'm probably pretty close because
Yeah.
I'm not in my black armor, and
You had
I'm-
like scale mail at the time, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Hopefully you have a helmet on. And Cinnamon definitely doesn't look the same.
no, they don't know.
Well, Cinnamon was
A horse.
tied up. Or did you send Cinnamon back with the guards?
Oh, I did. That's
Yeah.
right.
Who
Cinnamon,
saved us?
Cinnamon just falls
Who
asleep.
saved us from the original vampire at the crypt?
That was a member of the Golden
Doesn't
Knights.
know the special history.
I can't remember, but they're like a part of it,
Golden Dawn.
pretty much. Okay,
The Band of the Hawk.
but that's what Cinnamon's gonna do though. He's gonna fly in and try to push or grab, just shove anybody
Suicide
that's coming
bomb the
this way.
entrance.
He's going to.
Cinnamon just full on crashes into it.
Yeah, when he makes contact with your past self, you both just like explode.
Yeah. But
You merge into one,
I
your
don't-
level goes back to like 2.
He can't really communicate much. But just I don't think we were doing too hot either at this point. I don't think
Probably not.
we weren't looking for a fight. So
Some of you got fireballed. Well, but you didn't get fireballed this time. So,
Yeah.
but you had the dire wolf and the wolf fight. Like, it was a dire wolf and 2 wolves that you fought.
So Cinnamon's just gonna be trying to like.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be attacking, but he's gonna be pushing.
Right. Basically, like kind of swoops down and. Like aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Like, take an
Well,
aggressive stance to try and like.
Mogar's
push
body's
back.
flopping around.
Exactly, because they'll see a guy and they're like, "What the freak is going on?"
So, I mean, I'll tell you this, like DM to players, right? So, Boogly
Like,
inside has also passed out.
oh.
Gareth inside has passed out.
Oh.
Hunter is kind of in the back, hasn't quite passed out, but is like dizzy.
You never
Vision
know.
is
You never
darkened,
know.
right? Sir is in there just fine. Hey, Catherine, did you get a bath?
Just saying good night.
Good night. I like your outfit.
You do have cute PJs on.
Okay, good night.
Good
Bye, my
night.
friend. We'll see you later.
Oh, I thought she was flipping us off. I'm
Can you
like,
say
there it
bye-bye?
is.
Can you blow kisses?
Oh.
Oh.
job.
So sweet.
Good night.
Love you. Who else is in there? I mean, Dutch and Brutus aren't with us, but
We can assume.
Is Gil's fine then too?
well, Gil's not there.
Yeah, we hadn't met him till the camp, remember? Boom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so like each of you, because the whole party is leaving through, and they're like they hear battle, they can see battle like going on, and so like they were all kind of hesitantly approaching, right, but also trying to, hey, somebody needs our help, right? They're trying to you're trying to be good people and
Figure out why they're all
escape,
passing out, yeah.
right? But then yeah, suddenly people start passing out. You know, Mogar like tries to like cling out, and he was basically like falling out when Cinnamon kind of came in and pushed him back. into
Landed
the
on his
entrance.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, the only people in there who might be conscious at this point is
Sir.
Hunter, definitely Sir, and then Brutus and Boogly. You know, Brutus, if he were here, would probably be in the fray, and he'd also probably be unconscious. Dutch would be back firing down his blast, so he'd be okay. And so we can assume that Dutch here is okay. So that kind of gives you guys as players an understanding of what's going on.
Okay.
But yes, for this we can say that Cinnamon is effectively blocking the entrance.
Okay. Yes. Well, and I would try to like push him back into the tunnel as far as they would allow.
Sure. Yeah, Cinnamon's being very aggressive
Yeah.
to push him back, but also with you on his back, he can't really like go into the dungeon. They like fall back and trip the trap again and fall down the prison.
Yeah.
We all wink out of existence at once because they all die.
And Goblin's like, oh, that was actually pretty easy, guys.
Okay. Hunter, you're up.
I'll try and like run across the branches and trees over here. And then I'm assuming 26 hits this guy.
Yeah.
So I got a 26 and then I crit. Is he a goblin or is he...
Let's say that the vanguard are goblins, and so between the two hits you can kill 2 goblins.
Okay. Then just the first 2 in front of
Sure.
me.
So 2 of them die from your arrows.
Sick.
Did you know what hit you?
It's the guy invisible for sure.
Yeah.
I just have no way to find him myself.
Ren
Need
needs
a
to...
fairy fire or something.
That's what Ren needs to do.
Well, you can still attempt attacks.
Yeah, true. You just have disadvantage, which I
Right.
didn't think about. I should have started swinging at him.
Okay. Monsters. So some goblins are gonna come up here and start whacking at Cinnamon. Let's do the real monsters here first.
Real monsters of Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Winter Wolf on Boogster. 7 damage, Boogly.
Down to 19.
And the Dire Wolf versus Dire Wolf. He crit for 20 damage. You said
20?
he has 13.
Yeah, he's gone.
So if incapacitated me goes down to 0, am I double incapacitated?
You're
No.
then fighting for your life.
Yeah, and you
You're on
take
the
2
ventilator.
fails. That happens.
Wait, what?
Like
Wait.
if you're...
I think each attack against you is...
Each attack is a fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
What is it like? How do you get... There's something that...
If
get
you
a
roll
natty
1.
If you roll a natty
Oh.
one,
You get 2 instantly.
But if you roll a natty 20, you're up instantly, right?
that's Tobin's rule.
No, it is. That is the... I think that is the actual rule.
Is it? Tobin says that that's his...
Because if you get
Oh.
3 successes, you're stable, but you're not awake. But if you get the 20, you are up with 1 hit point.
Ah, okay.
Undo both of those. So Boogly you as well.
Okay.
I didn't factor in Ren's darkness. And they both missed. Normal attack.
Nice.
And then the hobgoblin is going to try to swing. And he only hits one time against Gareth for a little bit of damage. Okay.
Oh gosh. That was a hot burp.
Now, again, these are more goblins than I'm putting here. Some run into the sphere of darkness, and others start running into the woods here. Let me do that. So, like, they're running into the woods. Hobgoblin here. Some start shooting arrows at your location, Hunter.
Stop.
Let's see. The cloak thing. The cloak does 5 damage to you, Mogar. And then Hunter, once again, just like two slams go at you, but this time maybe you read the vibrations in the tree or something, who knows. But you just feel the tree like vibrate very hard as just this something large like
Smacks next to
hits
it.
the tree next to you instead of hitting you. It's just 2 different slams there. All right. And then yeah, I mean it's just the situation's going from bad to worse because you should just imagine that this whole hill is getting swarmed with the rest of his contingent here. With that, then we'll go back there, and we'll go back to Ren. Hard, but okay. The sphere of darkness moves and it starts to begin to float upwards, and then it hovers probably about 15 feet in the air. So
Isn't it like a 30-foot thing?
it's
Sphere.
15-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Circumference.
And yeah, so she flies back up here into the air,
The dark
holding,
sun.
and she's like carrying Boogly.
The dark sun, won't you come?
And come.
As she
Boogly.
as she flies away, like the rest are just kind of swarming over Gareth.
It's so horrible.
And the wolf,
Just
I
killed
guess.
your
The wolf
son.
is still there too. Okay. Then next is Gareth. He's unconscious. Boss. And then Boogly, you're unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Mogar, Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
So, I will tell you that the other, like those party members, definitely, like they are reeling back because this is the Griffin, right? This is beyond their pay grade for
Yeah.
sure. And so like the Sir and who did I say, Dutch or maybe Hunter's Pestles. Anyway, some of them work to pull Mogar back further into the entrance.
Okay.
And so they are like retreating back. So
That's good. Yes. I then. Okay. I'm gonna fly. If they're going into the tunnel, I guess I still am gonna stay here, like just to give them Or maybe not. Maybe I'll fly up a little bit. Just come up here and be kind of swarming here, making sure.
So
no
here's what I
orcs.
think. I'm going to take control since it's an independent mountain I get to. It's still there at the entrance, kind of protecting it, and so it's fighting back against these goblins. Is what it's doing.
I did roll for an attack though.
Okay.
It's up to you, but I think it would have clawed the thing that's on Mogar. It's currently attacking.
How would it?
I mean, lions can reach up.
I don't think I've ever seen a lion do that.
A lion can put its hands on its head. I mean, you've seen
When they're
lions?
laying down, so yeah.
I've watched Tom and Jerry.
I don't think
and
the
cats can
back-
definitely do that movement.
I think they use shotguns too.
If not, either way, it does 11 damage to something.
Okay.
If-
Yeah, I'm gonna have it
just slam
attack
them
one
into
of the
the wall.
goblins. Just to try and beat them back, and so it just kind of like claws and takes down one goblin. And
So both current and
Nice.
past us are passed out at this point.
what's that?
So both the current and past me are passed out.
Mm-hmm.
Did that happen before?
No, because you didn't let the mage through, like we said.
Nah, that's not it.
I'm pretty
True.
sure
I don't
that's-
think anything's changed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't think you understand how time works.
Yeah. Sarah comes out. Like the goblin thing takes off his mask. It's Sarah. What the?
Okay,
Before I pass
Hunter,
out.
your turn.
Sarah, kill yourself.
So when I could tell what was hitting, was it something being thrown or was it like something swinging at me?
Your guess would be swinging.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit
And it's
whatever was
something
swinging at me then
big.
with my swords.
Yeah.
And my lowest was a 23.
Wow, they all hit.
Okay, so I did 26 damage total. So I just, as soon as I feel that air go by me, I just go in the direction and slash a bunch.
Oh, did you get hit again out there?
No, I dodged it a second ago, missed me.
Oh, nice.
But
23 damage.
26.
Okay. Yeah, and so it's your sword, right?
Yeah, both my swords.
Did you add your psychic damage?
No. I always forget. Let's see. It's 1d. What? Oh wait, I think was the psychic damage. It is 1d4. I couldn't remember if it was when I got hit, but you're right. Let me add the d4, although it's not going to make a huge difference. So 5 extra damage.
All right. Yeah, and you hear, something kind of like cry out in pain, like anger pain.
Makes sense. I mean, whatever it is big enough to be swinging at me, so I don't know what it is, but I'm scared.
Okay. Then that's your turn, Hunter?
Yes.
Monsters. All right. More goblins rush up to Cinnamon and attack. It paws off a lot, but it also takes some hits. Just maybe a couple sword swings, maybe one arrow just kind of grazes past it.
It's sad.
And let's get the wolf. Oh. Dire wolf against your wolf does misses. However, the winter wolf hits, and that finishes it off. Okay. And then the hobgoblin basically orders these other goblins to pick up Gareth and begin hauling him away. And so they do that. And he's kind of falling back, like raising his shield and watching it. Meanwhile, the forest is becoming ever more. A bunch of goblins are firing arrows at Ren's sphere of darkness, and Hunter, more goblins. Now there's a hobgoblin who is basically like barking orders to take you out. And so more of them are firing bows and arrows, and they're like trying to get some kind of makeshift way to get up to you.
Makes sense.
Maybe like throwing grapple hooks or something to try and get you. Ren calls out to you, Hunter, and basically saying like, we need to get out of here now. And Mogar, she calls out to you. She doesn't have the relationship, so she's kind of like, Mogar, you know, she's not sure if you can hear her or not, but she's calling out to you to like get out.
I'm like, bitch, I just hit fat damage.
Maybe I would say maybe Cinnamon hears it.
Yeah,
it's
right.
up to Cinnamon.
Yeah, Cinnamon hears it. Okay. And
It's
then
up to Cinnamon.
Gareth is out. Boss. Boogly. So Mogar, what does Cinnamon feel in this moment?
You're scared.
I mean, if we're taken off, he would try to swoop down and grab Gareth probably and take off,
Okay.
but if he knew that was 100% not going to, that's going to lead to his death.
Yeah.
And then the death of Mogar, because Cinnamon knows he can't die.
Right. Sure.
So, but he knows if that would lead.
And
to the death
what's
of
Cinnamon's
Mogar.
hit points?
59.
Okay. So probably like a quarter of health is taken off. So it's still pretty good fighting condition, right?
Yeah.
Especially because Cinnamon is, you know, he takes after his daddy, right? So
Obviously.
yeah. So no,
You
I
start
think
spitting on him.
that's good. I think he would try it.
Yeah, because he is just almost as noble. So, what Torm is to me,
You are.
I am to Cinnamon, legit. And so he takes care.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Torm's never
sees
failed
that.
you.
Anyway, so he would try to swoop down, grab Gareth, and then just call it good.
All right. So let's go ahead and do that. So he's gonna, just kind of try and come down in the midst of this. What kind of roll would this be? Should we just do an attack
Athletics? I don't know.
roll? Because he's basically like, he's landing in the midst of everything, trying to grab and then fly off. Let's do a strength check. Just a pure strength check.
Yeah, I think
And-
it's pretty good. I think it's like +9. or
And these are just goblins that are like carrying him. It's nothing
Yeah.
too fierce, right? And they'd have like him over their heads because he's in full plate now.
Is this dude a
The-
hobgoblin guy?
Yeah. So 12.
Oh, what dude?
Oh,
This guy?
no.
Yes.
It would be 15.
Does your bless work while you're unconscious?
My
Is it
aura?
It's
Yeah.
concentration.
Oh, because I remember that we said that the blade, as long as you're holding the lance in your hands, then
Oh, I didn't
it's
even.
concentrated.
That's right. I didn't even do that. So then, 17.
All right, so Cinnamon is successfully able to grab Gareth and fly.
Goblins do the Warcraft 3, the net things, throw it all over Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spiders come up from the ground.
Which one's that?
The undead have the spiders that can burrow. I used to love doing that.
They burrow?
Oh.
Yeah, and you can't see them if you're on the enemy team, so I used to just hide them in like a pass and let them all pass me and then pop up and kill their base.
Yeah, I always got the dragons,
They're the
green
best,
ones
the
that
wyverns.
shoot the green stuff. Because those kill bases.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Insta kill bases.
Okay. Those. Mogar, Hunter, you're up.
I'm gonna get down from my tree and does 22 hit this guy?
Yes.
Okay, then I hit him 3 times for 33 damage.
Oh.
And then Hunter's like, does the Looney Tunes, the and books it. I use my bonus action to dash.
I should grow your hair
Like on top?
I'll take an attack opportunity though.
No.
Right.
It's only gotten like this because I've been too lazy to shave it.
I run like all the way over there by these guys.
See,
By Ren.
There's nothing up top.
pretty much, yeah.
Did I take damage from him?
I thought you used your
Unless
bonus
I wanna
action.
try and pull
Oh,
off
to
the
I
code.
dashed, yeah.
Dude, if you do the cul-de-sac here, that'd be so funny.
yes.
Though, dude.
Monk ring.
Yeah, dude, like.
Or you could grow out a skull at just the
I'll
back
see.
really long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I had a
I
buddy
still
whose
want
dad
to be
had it.
somewhat appealing to my wife.
Nah, dude, you should do that for Halloween or something.
If she loves you.
I'll be Steven Universe's dad.
6 damage, Hunter.
Probably not as creepy, but 6 isn't too bad. I'm just a little bit hungry now. Need some blood.
Okay.
You need some milk.
Obviously, they begin to give chase, but Ren's flying, you're running fast, and Cinnamon is very
I'm
fast.
fast as fuck.
So you're able to put distance between yourselves and the group
Ourselves.
here. Yeah. And sure enough, not too long after you kind of break away, then you all regain consciousness. And it's just like that bridge, right? You kind of
Yeah.
like come back and you're just like, what happened?
Mhm.
So we can
I think it was that fruit we ate earlier, too.
group these guys up.
I think it was that really trustful guy that gave us that drink at the bar.
So basically you fled to the west. And
Syrian refugees.
you get, let's say that you kind of get, maybe a quarter mile away. You wake up before then, but by the time that you're like all together and you feel safe, like, Ren kind of lands and then the rest of you follow. And so let's just say like about a quarter mile to the west, you've stopped to regroup. And so you're all good to go and conscious, and I'll give the control back to you guys.
Should we just go back, or? Let's fly back to the entrance.
Well, yeah. We really screwed up. The past, at least. Because now there's a whole army with...
But they were there last time, we just didn't see them.
Yeah, but there was also... the entrance was blocked.
Yeah,
And now
but there's
they-
no... I mean, that still could happen somehow. Or we could still find the escape. It's not impossible. We'll know if we're still here in a minute.
I would say...
I'm still passed out, right?
No,
Huh?
you're right.
Oh.
You
I-
keep flying over the top and passing out until we
Oh,
see if they
yeah.
got far enough away.
As you flew away, the cloak disengaged.
Oh, okay.
I forgot, we're all running and that thing's biting the shit out of us, and we don't even notice. The whole time, there's like 15 puncture wounds on it.
What I would probably do is very soon... Oh, crap, dude.
We can't... I don't think we can kill them all with the army there anyways.
No, absolutely not.
And whatever that big thing that was invisible, I don't even know what that
If
was.
we had Tanner, we could.
We have a
Because-
guess on what that was? Or is it just a monster that was around?
Because
Because that wasn't the goblin, right? Because he wasn't a big boy.
Right. You can make a history check.
Yeah, I'll try that. Be like, do I...
Because you in particular have a
Yeah.
history of these kind of themes.
While he's doing that,
History
I'm gonna
sucks.
turn into a crow. I know.
Yeah.
Does a 2 get me anything? I was attacked by a ghost, guys.
You're like, dude, we're gaslighting you. Dude, it was in your head. So,
Big dent in
my
my armor.
biggest concern, I don't know if... So here, best case scenario, the other guys got so scared, they end up waking up too, and they find the closet, and they go into the closet, and they still find the secret entrance and everything.
Did we leave it open?
No, but we didn't leave it open before.
Yeah, I couldn't
So-
remember.
So they have to do that. But there's still an entrance that's not open. So that means we have to get to Raymouth in time, have our guys come out, and then shut the entrance or block off the entrance in the basement.
Oh, shit.
Because if we don't do that, then this whole army comes right up through Raymouth.
Yeah, shit. We should, immediately go fly and do that. Anybody who can...
But the thing is, we can't just go and shut shut it now.
Honestly, dude, it's for the good of the people.
Yeah. Because
What would Torm do?
We can't do the. Yeah. Torm thinks I'm an idiot, so he's not giving me the juice anymore, dude.
He's hyped up on the juice.
Which means, okay, so that means we have to.
Probably because your power gets split between you and the other guy.
So that means, yeah, we do have to fly. Probably talk to Colonel Redford and then tell him, don't say anything, but we're your boys in the future, and then you have to have the I don't know.
That's probably but either way, that passage has to get closed like the second those guys are
Yeah,
through.
and I don't think.
So one of us can just sit there and we can watch him until he passes out. And then we know they're getting closer, and then when he wakes up again, we run in there and do it.
What would be awesome? Hold up.
Wait, Tosh, if he can turn into an earth elemental again, then he could just burrow down through the ground, smash the tunnel behind him.
That would be nice, actually. I was thinking, dude, what if we did this?
I'm out of wild shapes unless I do a.
But
short
it's like
rest.
it's like 2 days journey, isn't it? Isn't it over a day?
It took us some hours, but
Yeah, it took you about 8 hours to get through the tunnel.
that should at least give us time to break it.
'Cause
He can short rest for an hour and get his wild shapes back.
Because it was the morning.
Or you guys
When
keep
you
carrying
guys-
me. I do a long rest.
We're
You're
not
awake
carrying
now.
you.
Yeah, Red's flight only lasts 10 minutes.
But,
It's basically gone.
Well, you're fine now. You're awake.
dude, hold up. What if?
We get Finnick.
no joke.
Have him bomb the tunnel.
But
Terror's dead.
kind of, dude. What if we can? Right when our group is coming out of the whatchamacallit place, we shut that end. The whole army's in the tunnel. We shut the other end, dude.
Fill with water. Watch him squirm.
Fill it with mayo. Dude,
Alchemy jugs full of mayo.
yeah,
Just pouring it in there.
infinite mayo. No, did you get the dust?
Dude, their skin will
Just
be so
throw-
smooth like that guy
just-
from 90 Day Fiancé. Puts the mayo all over
Oh
his face.
yes, that's so nasty. No, dude, let's get the dust. Let's put it in the water. Get all those marbles back, and then we drop them into the tunnel, dude.
It would be funny. There's a bag full of them. We just swing it and throw it.
If that's an option, dude, I'd say we block off the tunnels on both ends.
That's not a bad idea.
I was trying to use that as a focus.
But the only way we could do that, well, no, dude,
I mean,
my
easy.
guy is built for this, dude. So Tosh, you could come with me because you could turn into a squirrel or something. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But you and
Let's
I.
not waste a wild shape
So-
on a squirrel.
So all of us can go and we can beat our party back there, or at least I can. I can fly super fast.
Yeah, you can easily make it back there.
So we can go there. I can warn everybody. Get them to.
I mean, I
blow
can
up
double
the-
sprint too, and my nerd can't.
You can double sprint.
I can dash as a bonus action and an action.
Ooh, nice. I have expeditious retreat, which does that too.
So I can run 105 feet a turn then.
Yeah, if we can just figure out once our guys are out, right? So like, I can be posted up on a roof somewhere, or
How hurt are you guys, by the way, health wise?
I'm not too bad. Plus, I could heal us a ton if we need.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself a tiny bit with my cure wounds.
I probably can cast Mass Cure Wounds. Wait, what level
Oh.
does that need to be?
Okay. Yeah. Are we talking too much, or
I mean,
What?
we would have to figure it
What
out.
do you mean?
Wait, I want me to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
I mean, you and I are probably hurt.
It's only 5th level, but
yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I'll take some.
Because all of us probably need a little bit. Gareth especially needs healing,
how
I think.
many?
so up to 6 people. Okay,
Yeah, nice.
so everybody
Get
gain
down
18
to
health.
18, let's go.
Nice.
That ain't too shabby.
Oh, as we're talking to, this counts as my
Speech.
my speech,
Oh, okay.
and so you can all get an additional. It's like 15 health.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah. So give yourself an additional 15
Okay.
for temporary.
Yeah, I say we
Guys,
run back.
I really need a long rest. We need to get a long rest as soon as possible. Because I'm running out of spells.
Okay.
Same. But that's because I fought ranged for the first time in forever.
But do you guys like the idea of
Yes.
blowing it up
Yeah.
there and here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to know that the.
We just let our people go past. We cave in the side closest to us, and then he can just tremor sense until they go by, and then.
Then I'll grab
Like
whoever
me,
walks by.
like me.
Then I'll grab Sarah.
So like me and him would come flying back to this entrance and shut it here.
That would be my idea.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That was actually my idea. I was just saying. Okay.
To be fair, he wouldn't even have to fly. He could just tunnel the whole way back so he knows exactly where they are the whole time.
That's right. How fast is it?
30 feet. It's regular movement.
How long?
But dashing, that's 60.
My tremor sense is 60 feet.
But how long can you stay in that shape?
It's
6 hours.
Yeah, I was like, it's a long time.
Wild shape is, yeah.
I mean, I kind of like that because, dude, if we could freaking trap that.
That's the
army,
best idea we could have.
Because
So let's all just
Too
chill.
bad- Dude, this would have been Gil's
for an
specialty.
hour.
it would have
He
been.
could have
Gil's
giga
specialty.
boom timed them. We could have rigged that whole tunnel.
It would have been freaking Tanner's too, dude. Or your freaking spikes. Dude,
Fireballs with
no,
the volume
you're-
in that tiny
you're-
tunnel, just like shooting out both ways.
Your insect thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like hell.
We could. Have you? Did you fight with his insect
His
thing?
insect swarm.
It just destroyed
It's a
me
very good
because I
spell.
was there. Okay.
When we fought the Mindflayer.
I want to do this plan. I bet something else is gonna happen, but
He's right. As you guys are recovering, talking,
All four of us
giving
walk
a
up and we all
10-minute
just pass up.
speech, you're
Can I take a short rest?
no.
That's an hour.
Yeah, that's an hour.
On the way back.
Suffice about 15 minutes probably total from the time that you stopped.
We're like a quarter of a mile. We've barely gone any distance. We're just sitting here like hashing out the plans, and the whole army's next to us.
yeah.
Mogar, you basically like wrap up your speech and then kaboom! Boom! Two slams hit you from behind. Not knocking you over, but like, certainly like taking you by surprise and knocking you, like causing you to stumble a
Is
bit.
it the invisible thing?
You take 17 bludgeoning damage,
Oh god.
and we will reinitiate combat.
Get down.
At that point, you hear a disembodied like roar, and then you hear the sounds of more roars from the east as parts of the
The
war
jihad
band.
forward.
I need. Oh, so it's not.
It's the invisible thing that was hitting me.
But it's. Is there more, or is it?
There's more
Does it
coming.
sound like there's
There-
goblins?
Yeah, so like it sounds like the rest of the war band is now coming through the
Yeah.
trees. You can't see any of them yet, but they're coming through.
Well, at
the
least
We
they
could
came
just-
this way. Yeah, let's just book it.
Well, the problem is that assuming we just run back to town, isn't the whole war band just gonna follow us to the walls when they're not ready anyways? Just F shit up.
Yeah, Ren says like we need to lead them as far away from the town.
Back to Farwell
as
Dungeon.
possible.
yeah.
She, Mogar, she says you still have the book on you, right?
Yes.
Like, so that's our exit plan.
If I had more arrows, I would just kite them forever, but I have like 3 arrows left.
Oh, good for you for counting.
Yeah, I didn't want to just
You know
like
what, Hunter?
giga cheat.
There you go.
Can I have 10 more arrows? No, I'm just kidding.
For 10 inspiration points.
Worth?
You just like find some arrows on the ground.
Yeah, there's just like a whole bunch of magic arrows. Our
Um,
other future selves left those.
Yeah.
We've been here 11 times. Died everyone.
Yeah, so, and Ren kind of like
Like
starts
Steins Gate.
pacing, like on her move, she's gonna start moving west.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, is she still holding Boogly?
No, Boogly's up.
Yeah, I'm up.
We're all awake now. We feel good.
Yeah. Then. I mean, if we're just running, let's just run, right? I mean, I can fly for a very long time. So.
Yeah.
Can I ride on your thing with you? Do I fit?
Probably. He could. I imagine him like holding you. So like he would be holding
That
you from
works,
your
too.
shoulders.
Because then I can
From-
fire those conjure barrages from up in the air where it's just like raining tons of arrows with the 3 I have
That would
left.
be nuts.
Because that's the best thing I
And
can
it's a
do.
longbow, so you have like 600.
Well, I only have 60 with the
Alright.
spell. Because
Let's
it's
do-
prone.
That's right.
Something cool.
Even then, it's fine.
It'd be better if Dutch were here.
Would it though?
Dang it, dude.
I'm just
That
kidding.
was. You should have seen it in the last.
Well, considering we need the AoE spells, especially now, it would have been very nice to have
It
them.
was insane.
As you guys start making ready to go, from Dutch's axe, you hear another disembodied voice.
We're like, what the hell
Is
is
it
this?
Gil?
And you guys have never heard this voice before. Only Dutch has heard his voice. But this... So, a gray chain strikes out from Dutch's axe and embeds itself into the ground next to him. Silver material flows like molten metal onto the spot and quickly takes the form of an armor-clad dwarf. His helmet is totally sealed, like it hides his face. But he says, "Worry not, friends. I am Ladiguer, forged of Anuk and deity of the Grey Dwarves. This is not."
Man, shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. Just like shit on him immediately.
Yeah. You ain't Torm.
Blasphemy!
Is that fighting him?
He looks to Dutch. He says, "It's good to see you on the material plane, my friend. I will hold them off here as long as I can, and give you time to move. No, and don't worry about me. I'll see you again. Okay?"
I said, may Torm be with you. And then,
It's like Paul Walker.
All right.
but I do thank him.
He gives you a nod. He says, "My pleasure, Mogar." All right, and he like charges off.
He's actually butt naked. He just has a helmet on with 2 X's.
That'd be terrifying. 3
Okay,
X's.
and so you guys head to the west.
3 massive hammers.
Wait, so do we still need to head to the west if we're...
Well, we still want to go that way because he won't be able to hold him forever.
Oh.
Well, we run.
Okay, so you guys, you're making your way, through the trees. You probably go like another quarter mile. Of course, you hear combat initiate like behind you, and then it kind of fades as you guys keep getting further away, right? And it's quiet for a bit. And as you're running now, then a sinister laugh echoes around the trees. "So eager, aren't you? You realize that even if you defeat me here, I will simply rise again? I am far too useful to my master to be discarded, like those you have killed. And now I know your strengths, and we will be prepared." After this, the forest kind of grows quiet again, besides the sound of your movement through the trees. Are you flying like above the tree line? Because it's pretty dense forest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I imagined.
Okay.
But not too much further.
Right, basically right above the canopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still hear this, but for you it kind of echoes from below.
Yeah.
Right. For the rest of them, it's like echoing from the canopy.
The squirrels and the deer, the fauna are like, what? What did I do?
And then it continues. He says, "There are some among you who may yet have the intelligence to switch allegiance. Dutch, I will inform my master about you. Please anticipate an invitation for us to speak in detail regarding your goals." Now, go ahead and make any of you can make a perception check.
Ooh, here we go.
That's all Hayden.
Yeah, I'll make a perception.
Not perception's
Sure.
wisdom. For me.
Yeah, that's wisdom. I just took a feat that gives me giga perception.
Ooh,
Hayden,
20.
this is all you.
19.
that's one.
So
I mean, they rolled
Mogar and Hunter, it occurs to you now. I mean, Mogar, I guess you can't really see below the trees, so not necessarily. But let's say every so often you swoop down or you see them flying through.
Yeah.
It occurs to you now that Gareth is not with you.
Oops.
You can't say when he disappeared. He was with you certainly when you started running, But somewhere in that time, he's
He probably went back
Gone
himself
away
trying to
from
kill
you.
him, the dummy.
all right.
Did he turn?
So after
'Cause that's Tobin's
after
I
this
bet he just wants to kill him.
has been said, then it gets quiet again, and then you break through the trees and you realize that you are at the edge of the gap. So
Wait, what? What does it mean
So-
by edge of the gap?
the gap is that canyon. It's where the
Oh.
bridge is. You can't see the bridge; it's a ways to the north, so it's
okay.
out of sight. But this is that canyon that kind of runs north and south, and you guys are basically 30 feet from the edge.
Oh, so we're cornered.
Yeah, and so you're up against the lack of a wall. I mean, to your south and to your north are both open areas, right? Like, and then the forest is entirely ahead of you. I cannot pull the map tab.
And I'm at a wild shape, so
I can use locate creature and try and find Gareth.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I can also do locate
Because
creature.
I would have tried definitely to pick up Gareth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to drop you off for a minute.
So see, here's Farwell Dungeon, and you guys basically ran west, southwest, whatever. This map's not entirely accurate. And then there's the gap. So that's the canyon. So you guys are kind of like on that edge.
Oh, and there's water beneath us.
There's not water.
No.
During because this is early summer, right? So this is like June. So maybe there's like a small stream. It's like in the spring, some water that melts like kind of forms a very small river. Like you couldn't take a boat down it
Or
even
you
at
couldn't
high.
jump.
Yeah, you couldn't jump.
It's a crick.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Grand Canyon, right? Like there's a stream that runs through it, but it's nothing.
Until you drown.
Yeah. In 6 inches of water.
Yeah.
I don't know, the U.S. government covers everything now.
And
That shit's sketchy.
where is he?
There's giants. Nephrefine? Or what is it called? Nephrefine?
Okay, let's just
Nephilim?
let's call this the edge of the gap. Here. We'll do this.
Of the gap.
Okay. You do see the Goblin Mage standing there.
Goblin Mage.
Being all
Goblin Mage.
goblin.
And this is the edge of the gap, or that?
This is. Yeah.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
Bedtime?
Don't take my medicine that I just took.
Yeah. So you guys have just gone through, and there he is standing before you. And he's like grinning menacingly.
And he's looking fine, like nothing.
He's looking better. I wouldn't say like he looks 100%, but he's healed up like you guys have.
I say, so what now?
One last chance for any takers for my offer.
I say, turn around and put your hands on your head. I say that.
Just execute him?
Yeah. Well, I'll take him in as a prisoner.
He says,
Don't reach for your weapon!
very well. And he does this.
Pull
and
2
then,
guns
like,
out.
Yeah, you can see like he starts to conjure a spell.
Then I fly him.
But just then, suddenly he like screams out and like winces in pain.
Ow!
Stepped on
It's
something.
really stupid.
Twisted his ankle.
And then suddenly Gareth appears
He did.
out of nowhere. And he's just like grappling the mage, and he's got this jeweled dagger just in his hand, piercing into the mage's left eye.
Doesn't he already have a weird eye?
You want to make a perception check?
Yeah. Oh, can he make a perception check?
I mean, we probably all
Yeah.
can. He's already lost both eyes twice. He's like, keeps
I
getting healed.
literally just went blind.
30.
Holy!
Jeez.
That's a 19 roll for me.
So you see the entire future.
What did you get?
I got 10.
Oh yeah. Hunter, up until this point, his eyes had been fine.
But when we saw him, his eyes were weird.
One of his eyes was like white with no pupil.
We saw that in the when we saw him.
Maybe he went back after we kicked his ass.
No, because we just saw him.
Yeah, but
we didn't see him, but we saw.
Is it?
Things.
It's one of his mirror images.
Well, they would have the same eyes.
And they would all be showing up. There's only one of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, technically, our other guys didn't see him. It could probably didn't mess up.
So
His eyes are
yeah.
beautiful.
So Gareth is like
Beautiful
stabbing.
blue.
It's full Lord of the Rings, right? Like he stabs him in the eye. The guy's screaming. He's thrashing about
Well,
to
Lord of
trying to
Ring
like
Gold.
shake him off, screaming curses. And then Gareth says, "Now take out this villain once and for all."
The Lannisters send their regards.
Do you?
Yeah, we
do you
rush
do
him.
anything?
I might as well just use what's.
We all stab him and then keep telling him to show us his hands and get on the ground.
I cast Ice Knife at him.
Okay. That's an attack roll, right?
Right.
You can
Yeah.
make that with advantage.
With advantage. Now you're talking. 16
Okay.
Oh my god.
plus. There's no
Finally,
plus.
finally missed one. 'Cause a 13 won't
So,
get
so
You make no.
it.
And right now it's just ranged attacks.
Oh,
so I hit. The initial hit is 9 damage.
that's
Unless you do your holy bolt.
what I'm gonna do. I think it's 2d10. It might be. It's 3d10.
Whoa.
So my first, and I only have one shot, so that did actually hit.
So he has to do a.
It shoots out my line.
He has to do a dexterity saving throw. A dex 17.
No, succeeds.
Okay.
Does 15 hit him?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna fire
Okay, so he doesn't take cold damage then. Dang, that was
2
5d6
arrows.
cold damage
Three,
if that
four.
saving throw failed.
I did 34 damage
So
with
it
my
doesn't
arrows.
take any damage?
No, he did from the initial piercing, but then when the ice knife explodes, it does cold damage. But if
Yep.
you
Ice Knife is a good spell.
Did you just Gareth too?
Yeah, so like in
Oh, Gareth hits both his eyes.
right to Gareth's command, you guys obey his order exactly as he wants, and in synchronized motion you guys all
Touch double fireballs.
attacks.
It's like Goku and Piccolo. Just like kills them both.
Ren does
17
fire.
radiant.
Ren fires her Eldritch Blast. You fire your holy bolts. You fire your ice knives. They just land in him.
The invisible
Your
thing starts
arrows,
smacking
like,
him.
So these just like all just like hit this
What
guy.
the fuck? He's like Boromir.
Yeah, and he's just like, each time he like staggers back and
Time
back.
out, time
Plus
out.
he's got Gareth like
Yeah.
literally on his back, so like he's
Like
just
Frodo.
going back.
Or like Lord of Ring Gold.
Glor, the Glorton, that's his name. You guys never got it in the introduction.
War tongue.
Yeah. But anyway,
Queen of Glorton.
that's his name. He goes over the edge, and Gareth goes with him.
I would sprint.
I know. You sprint over the edge, to hurry up. Whoa, goes him in.
Oh, freaking Ren can cast fly too.
Ren is out of spell slots.
Shoot.
You make it over the edge just to see, just in time to see Glortung's body getting smaller and smaller as it descends until
Bashing off the
it
rocks.
disappears into like the morning fog that's drifting through the canyon. You can make a perception check.
You said I only saw his body. Maybe.
Gareth's floating.
16.
Mogar, at last, there is a muted but satisfying thud.
Ew.
You just hear the goblin. What the fuck?
And then you look. You're scanning the canyon. And finally, you look kind of steeper angle, and you see Gareth managing to cling to a vine 15 feet down, but the vine is quickly giving way.
Yeah.
can
I
I druid craft that vine like upwards or something?
You could.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
I'm also gonna fly under him to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, you can do the scar thing.
Yeah,
Well,
I druid craft that vine right over the yeah.
All right. Great. So yeah, you kind of fly down.
I'm pushing.
Boogly just reinforces the vine. Let me give you guys some inspiration there for that.
We hear Gareth say, "Thank you, little root. Please hold strong."
So strong. Such a good show.
I need to put that on. That and Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy's amazing.
Have you seen Almost Heroes?
Mm-mm.
We should watch that together. It was his last movie he did before he died.
Oh, really?
Gareth,
Almost heroes.
Gareth, he looks
West
back,
Virginia.
kind of like he was ready to, accept death, and he pretty much did see it, so he's very grateful and a little shaken. That said, the army is still chasing you, and so you hear the sounds of them coming after you. However, Mogar, you now feel the book's magic activating.
Crap.
Why is that? That's not a bad thing.
No, I was wanting to go back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! It's already been like 6 weeks since the cadets had died, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was gonna say it would be cool to find his body and revive it, but I think I already tried that last time. Okay.
Well, you wouldn't have had it at that time.
Yeah. It would have been.
But yeah, it's far too long.
Yeah. Okay, so if the book is wigging out, I say, "Let's go, peeps." This is when I rip it. I don't read it.
That's right.
I say, give me.
I say, "Let it rip."
Well, I say first, give me a minute.
No, I
turn
rip
to a
it.
crow.
I rip it. Right when Boogly says, "Wait," I rip it because I'm like, I don't even want to.
I don't actually say wait. I just say, okay, I'm gonna rip it out. I'm tired.
No, it's all good.
Great. Let's see.
Once I hear Boogly say Sarah, I just rip it. Like, yeah, Boogly, what's going on, my friend? How can I help you? Listen. You're like, listen, hear me out. Sarah. Just like, nope.
Once more, your surroundings fade into nothingness and are replaced by the cave. Charlie's squad stares aghast at you as if seeing a ghost. And Raiden. No, it's
He's the leader.
it's Duck.
Oh.
Duck says this to you, Mogar. He's like, you're like them, the ones who freed us.
What?
Freed you? Who freed you?
Yeah. We were under Shurgis's control, and beings of light came and freed us from his control, and then we rescued you.
Oh, right, from when that light that released those people from the Mindflayers.
Yeah, so that was us?
Well, he's asking
Oh.
because
Yeah, man, keep up.
you just emerged from light. And
Okay.
Yeah, we were doing a
That's
thing.
it. Yes. It was Torm. But yes. Say, maybe it was us.
Yeah, man, shit's wacky. Anyways, let's go home.
well,
That's right, you didn't know.
and Raiden corrects him. He's like, well, it wasn't you. They looked different.
Now, I remember
But-
them being a different group.
They came out of light just like you did just now.
More time travelers.
Yeah. It might be our next campaign. I'll be safe.
Might be another life of ours.
Might be Sarah. Sarah in her realm.
The Bagman.
Yeah. I'd say maybe. Time's crazy. It's the time people who are trying to fix what we screw up. Time Cop. Sounds like a dope
Freezes us up.
1980s movie.
It was.
Time Cop?
It was a time cop movie.
It's a movie?
Oh,
Pretty sure there
I
is
thought
one.
you were like making a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I've heard of it.
Like where everything gets frozen with like the red X. You haven't seen that?
It literally is a 1980s
Is
action movie.
Schwartz or Stallone? Is that who's in it?
No, I think you might be
Oh,
thinking of like
it's,
Demolition Day.
Oh yeah, Demolition Day. is what I'm
It's
thinking of.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Maybe I've heard it. I think that's what I said.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Yeah, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
And of
With,
course, he's high kicking on us.
Dude, I like Jean-Claude Van Damme's old movie. Like Bloodsport. Bloodsport's sick.
I want to watch
Who,
Bloodsport
who's
so bad.
Blade?
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, he's in that too.
I like Wesley Snipes a lot
Yeah.
too. Then he went to prison for tax evasion, which nobody else gets
There are
caught for
worse
that.
things that you can go to prison
For sure, dude. Yeah, he was like in a nice prison.
They were like trying to make an example of him. So.
Yeah, it was really weird because I'm like everybody else in Hollywood is doing that
Oh, yeah.
way worse than he is.
Okay. So once you calm Duck down, and I don't know how much do you
I love
want to
Duck
explain to them, because what happened, if you'll recall, is like you guys woke up, or he woke the rest of you up, you read the book, and then from Charlie Squad's perspective,
we're gone.
the bright light kind of came, and then you were gone.
And then we probably appeared immediately again.
Not
or
immediately.
I guess it would have been a long time.
Yeah, they explain. Basically, it's been a long rest for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were worried. They tried to sleep. They got a little bit of
Oh,
sleep.
we long rested, right, with the book using it?
You long rested when you traveled back in time. However, it has stopped giving you that effect when you return.
Come back, that makes sense.
As of a couple trips ago, it stopped doing that. So it's been about 6 hours that you guys have been gone. They tell you as much.
Yep. Stuff's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it myself. Just magic, protecting Raymond. Same old shit, dude.
Yeah. So once we understand it, we'll let you.
We'll take you back to the past to screw shit up.
Yeah.
They're just like in awe. They're like, you are even more amazing than we even.
It's not.
We had any idea. They say you are only a god.
Yeah. So that's right.
Except
Just a card.
Featherfall, he's like, my only god is Axel.
Smacking. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, once you calm things down, explain what you do, then you determine it's high time to return to the surface. Tuscan once more leads the way. Now, you guys back in time in the tunnel, you guys rested enough that it was like a long rest back then. Right?
So now it's considered a long rest?
No, so I'm just saying so back in the tunnel I gave you a long rest. I think, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm just saying that you guys are rested. You're not fatigued.
Yeah.
Like, you're good to go. You
but
don't
we're
need to
not.
take a nap. But you're not.
We don't replenish our health or spells or level up?
Right. So if you guys want to, finish... Basically, it's time to return to the surface, but if you guys want to, get enough sleep in now to get a long rest, you can.
I'm down for that.
I would like it, just because I'm so scared, though.
We're gonna exit the cave, and
Yeah, I think
there's gonna be more.
Even though they just got done with their rest, we need to rest.
Sure, and they didn't realize, how expended you
And
guys
they were probably
were, so.
anxious, and they didn't get that great a rest. Now
That's
we
true.
can all rest.
And we went through lots
I'll
of
cuddle up
fights.
next to them.
And in the Underdark, it doesn't really matter if it's day or night, right? So, yeah, they say, sure, we can just stay here and rest until we're all ready to go.
Let's do that, because we went all last session not resting, and then this session
Yeah.
definitely better.
It's been a long distance marathon.
It's been a while.
All right,
So we long rest?
long rest.
And level up?
Not yet.
Wait, what?
We just long rest.
Yeah, we'll level up later.
Oh, okay.
I'll just continue on. Seems pretty easy.
Ooh, look at all those empty spell slots.
Yeah. I wore you guys down. That's my job.
I
Yeah, how many spices did you have left?
I think I had one level, maybe 2 level 2s left, but I used all of them.
All right, once you guys have completed your long rest and you're ready to go, then Tuscan once more leads the way, and naturally you guys move as fast as possible. Unless you want to stop at the burger joint again?
That place
I didn't even like 'em.
sucked. Place was trash, I tell him.
Hunter, I thought you rolled well at you.
Oh, maybe I did. I couldn't
think-
I
remember.
know
think-
you didn't.
I think you were the only one, but I think you got a 19 or 20. You were
Yeah, someone was like,
It was pretty good.
could have been Dutch also.
Yeah.
I think it was Dutch, because I think mine... I remember I didn't roll very well.
In fact, yeah, I think it was Tanner.
It makes sense. He's Underdarky.
Yeah. He's a darky.
Underdark, you said that.
Yeah.
All right. So it takes a full day's worth of rush travel, but at last you guys do reach the exit to the surface. Now, and this is the same exit that you guys came through, that you entered in. When you do get outside, you glance up. You can see that it's nighttime once again. the light of the full moon pierces through the forest canopy. And
I love it.
And Dutch just kind of like you guys all notice like when Dutch gets out, he kind of looks up at the moon and he just like stares at it. He's kind of like lost in a trance for like 30 seconds. It's like a long
Turn into a great ape.
So he's a werewolf now?
yeah, it's a long stare at the moon, and then finally he kind of like snaps out of it.
You good, man?
And then seeing as how it's nightfall again, and it really was like you guys pushed yourselves to get out as fast as possible. So you're tired again, even though you haven't like spent any spells. And so Gareth suggests getting back to that campsite that you
Yeah, I
guys
was
were
gonna
at.
say we made a campsite
Yeah,
around here.
and resting there for the night before heading back to Raymouth. He recognizes that we're in a hurry, right? Especially considering what you saw from the Mindflayer vision. But important to be well rested for whatever lies
What
ahead.
did we see in that vision?
The town.
You saw your dream,
Oh,
but the rest of them all saw basically Fort Raymouth having been like conquered.
that's
sacked,
been
yeah.
sacked.
Yeah. So sounds good. Resting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there? Can we tell? Like our camp, nobody's messed with it, right?
Right. Yeah. And you guys picked up.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't leave anything there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and at this point, it's been maybe 4
4 days.
days since you left. So even like the signs of camp are mostly recovered by, like grasses.
We did the Boy Scout thing. We left it better than we found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, just as a reminder, it was this adventure where you acquired coins, jewels, and magical gear of your choice, totaling 500 gold in value. That's what.
Oh, it's 500.
Yeah, that was.
It
It was 450 was from the Mind Witness layer, and then 500 was in the supply room of Farwell Dungeon.
Oh, and did we divide that up?
Didn't we
Or was it
already,
500 each?
Didn't we,
500 each.
didn't we already add that to our inventory?
You did, yeah, but
Okay.
and so did you do that earlier, Hayden? Before we got started?
I didn't.
I didn't add that.
But I will do that now.
So 500 from when we stole the gold from our okay. Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
I like it.
Yeah.
Dude, that means I have a lot of money. I haven't spent a ton. I did spend a ton to buff Charlie's squad that just came and beat our butts, and then
It was all part of the story.
it was fun though. He doesn't regret it. No, Ray doesn't.
I'm actually really glad that you guys got to like play as them.
I thought it was
Side
fun.
quest.
Good.
Worked out well.
I love how close we were to just like knocking on the one dude's door and just getting.
Oh my gosh, Hayden doesn't even know about that. I don't think.
I definitely don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, we were in a mine. What are they called?
Flare.
Mindflayer's colony, like a
Flare. I looked it up. I thought it was flare, like FLARE, but it's like FLAYER, like a
Yeah, like
flare.
you're getting flayed
Flare. Oh,
because they strip away your mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we did that. So we were talking to the Mindflayer guy that we had, right? We talked to him, but then we ended up leaving that cave and finding like the main city of their hive, and we asked where like the main guy is, like the president of the Mindflayers, and so then they're like, he's up there, and so we had to like climb up to the ceiling, and we like get to his freaking front door, dude. We're about to knock on it, and then Cliff was like, hey, retcon, like as hard as he could. just like, hey. Then the Mindflayer was talking, our Mindflayer was talking, and was like, where are you guys? You guys need to go and do this thing. I'm like, okay. But we almost talked to
Yeah,
that
that would
guy's
not be a
boss.
good idea.
Yeah, we would have gotten instantly.
Yeah.
Charlie Squad would have been wiped.
Everybody
Yeah.
agrees I'm the best Mindflayer president.
yeah.
Alright, you may level up to 14 now.
Okay.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby.
And then we can either, once you guys are done with that, we can either wrap up early for the night or we can just start the next chapter.
Down for either.
Yeah, or at least even just hanging around the city, or at least get to the city
Yeah,
if we can.
because if we're starting like the next chapter, maybe we can wait for Tanner.
I
But
wanna try to get money.
okay, is there anything?
Oh, no,
Whoa! I now have 1,000 forms.
Hell
By
is that?
14th level, you have learned to use magic to alter your physical form in more subtle ways. You can cast the Alter Self spell at will.
Ooh, that is nice.
Oh, nice. I get vanish, which is kind of cool. Can hide as a bonus action, and I can't be tracked by non-magical means.
You can use your action to end one spell on yourself or one willing creature that you touch.
That's nice.
I can do that as many times.
Yeah, I mean, we're 14 level, pretty high level.
It's freaking nuts, dude.
We get a lot of good features normally.
I mean, kind of. I mean, it's alright. It's good. It's good.
That would have been nice if I was level 18. I don't have disadvantage against invisible creatures. But at level 18, that wouldn't probably matter that much anyways. As long as you're not rolling a 1, you probably have a massive bonus to hit.
And I'm up to 87 hit points.
That's not too shabby.
Oh, yeah, I have to do that. What's commune? Get that at level 17.
It's better than,
I have to use the restroom.
You contact your deity.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
it's like the spell, except better, the other one.
Oh, you can ask it 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's super fitting for.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Because I was kind of kicking myself that I took the glory path. So I wanted to take. Let's see. It was devotion. Was it
Devotion's a cool one.
the glory sick? Or crown too. Crown was a good one.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
You cast commune. Cinnamon shows up before you. Yes, my child.
Yeah, in reality, to you, Cinnamon was Storm instead of you being tormented.
Yeah. I'm like, I am your master. That's why I'm getting the hiccups, because I treat Cinnamon bad. But I don't. He's like my love.
Wonder why you get hiccups. Have you been a bad boy?
I know. That's what I'm gonna.
Maybe it's because the other guy's
is
near. Your other
prostrate?
self.
Is that what
Prostrate?
that when you pray?
The thing in your
The
butt?
The true form of prayer. Whatever.
This is what was attacking you.
An air elemental.
No.
I don't know what that
A
is.
ghost.
An invisible stalker.
Oh, yeah, okay. We fought him in
Those are
3rd edition. In Tobin's, they were fetching terrifying. Like massive fetching.
No, those are like the ones that were size of the. Tobin, did Tobin?
He has
tell
a
you?
piece, right?
He has a piece. He hasn't painted it yet.
Yeah,
he's
gonna do
buying
the
that jar
black.
of paint. That like a little thing of paint. It's $30. It's the darkest black.
It's that
known.
black paint that like absorbs all the light, makes it look like it's crazy.
But so I'm so excited to see.
Oh, those
that.
are shadow stalkers or something. Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And those are like
Sorry, go ahead.
they're like 10 stories high. Like they're insane. Maybe not. Maybe like 3 or 4 stories. But I
I mean,
remember.
the size of a house.
I remember them being huge.
That figure is an air elemental.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It works for this thing too.
Constitution.
Yeah, and it like once it has its quarry, then it always knows where it is.
Like 100 mark.
So now it knows where you are at all times, dude. Cool.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Congratulations, dude.
I'll always remember. I'll never forget.
Never forget. No, that's alright. I just want my armor back. Gotta get my armor, dude.
You saved your gold. You
Been
probably
removed.
uncursed by now.
Yeah, I I just like opened
No,
the medicine
Fell out?
cabinet and the mirror just fell out.
it's a wish
So
to get it uncursed.
now we get to
I probably could have just got plate armor.
replace.
But this is sick.
If I, dang, if I ever did that to me, my feelings would be hurt.
But what I'm doing is I sent it to get an enchantment on it where I can, as a bonus action, wear it.
Like take it on and off
take
fast.
it off as a bonus action.
Like
Dawn and
Thor,
off.
just
Yeah, that's it. And so that way, I can wear it and it doesn't count as.
Yeah, 'cause you can just take it off.
Yeah, I can just take it off after battle or whatever.
Not a bad idea. I mean, in reality, you would normally do it with your armor anyways.
And then right before I'm about to die.
But you have to cast Dispel Curse to still take it off. But then it just like comes off instantly.
Yeah, that's right.
Makes sense.
Remove curse. Alright. What's the verdict?
I'm still down to play.
At least go report on everything, right? And I want to use my gold to get one of my swords enchanted.
Oh, but aren't we kind of by the cap? No, we're not. Oh yeah, we kind of are by the capital.
You're kind of by the capital.
Well, I don't care what it is. I was just
I
going to make
say-
it a +1.
Yeah, I'm down to keep playing, but let's not like
Yeah.
advance the story.
The
until-
first part is
Yeah.
from Elgar anyway, so it'll be fine. Yeah, you're like up here.
Yeah, that's how
So it's probably like a half day's travel into this capital. It's not
But
too
we have-
terrible.
but we have-
I've got like 2,500 gold burning a hole in my pocket, and I should
I
probably.
had quite a bit after that last thing.
I have 1,700.
I probably don't have quite that much.
And that's before Tanner pays me back,
Yeah.
or Dutch pays me back.
Yeah, like Dutch probably owes us all quite a bit of money by this point, but that's okay.
All right.
He owes that other guy a lot of money still. What the freak, Tanner? The realist.
Well, I think it's safe to say we don't need a recap.
Is
Yeah.
in the D&D universe, how is long distance communicated? Like carrier pigeon, or just like
There's
messengers,
stones,
probably.
too.
The
It'd be a
sending stones
mixture.
aren't long distance, though.
just for fun?
I
I
think
kind of wanted to
can
like
be
communicate with those
I-
mages I
I
left
think
the bag of
message,
holding with.
maybe.
It was just like, hey.
You're right. Those
How goes
stones.
it?
You're right. Those sound cool.
I mean, they're handy when you're close to each other, but
So
Yeah.
how would I do that?
So there's nothing comparable to like a telephone. Though if people were to make a movie or something, they probably would have some kind of orb.
I'm gonna say I think there actually is. In fact, I know that there are. It's like a helm of communication or something.
telepathy, maybe?
Where like you
Oh.
can do it, and it's like infinite space.
Yeah,
You
anywhere
can.
on like the same plane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
those.
Are there still carrier pigeons?
yes.
Yeah. It's like,
Okay.
Because
there might be one in Anatar, but no.
Because like the commoners don't have easy access to magic.
Yeah.
Magic
Right.
costs money. Like if you're gonna employ magic services, right? Just like
Right.
the people that you hired. So like for commoners, they would still write letters or have a carrier pigeon and kind of like those same traditional methods. Bards would still serve the purpose of telling stories. But for high society, then there would be ways through magical enchantments
Okay.
and items.
Probably military stuff, too, yeah, would make sense.
Okay.
But yeah, like there's, as far as PCs are concerned, like there are some spells where you can just like send a message, and that's it. It's like one way, and it's like a Twitter message, right? Like it can only be so long, and then there's other more advanced magic to actually establish full communication.
And so, like, how would you like? Can you like? Is there any like services in the city that are just like we send messages telepathically?
Yeah, probably it would cost money.
Okay, how much money?
I don't know.
Like, is it
Who are you
like?
trying to talk to, Todd?
Is it like 1 gold per character? I'm just trying to get more of like an idea.
One gold per
of how
character,
that-
that's a fortune.
Yeah,
Special characters are 2 gold.
And you're deleting all the non-important stuff. It's just like all consonants.
Yeah.
Isn't that why telegrams were
Yeah.
stop? Because 4 letters cost less than a period.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was very weird how it worked.
probably like 50 silver to 1 gold, depending on the form of communication.
For a letter?
No, just for like a magical message.
Oh yeah.
Letter would be copper. You know.
Oh yeah, I want to get to Raymond as quick as possible because I want to see
Yeah, let's
how. I guess we're still in our timeline, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk to Jareth and see like how.
things have changed.
Yeah, Jared, be like, what happened? He's like, do you remember that day when we came here? We said we'd kill you if you ever talked about it. Like,
How would you know though? Because he wouldn't talk about it.
no, we didn't. I mean, it wasn't like that, but because we said once we come out, then don't acknowledge us, you know. But it's been a couple months, so we can talk to him and be like, I want to know if that room's blown up. If it's blown up now in our timeline too, or
I know you want to know.
so let's go.
Okay.
To Reunited or wherever we were going.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So.
Atari, yeah.
This is before you guys took your long rest and leveled up. Basically, as like Charlie Squad sets up, tents and prepares like the evening meal, Mogar, Ren comes over to you. I assume you're, sitting down on a
That's
log
actually-
or
yeah.
like pet and like grooming Cinnamon, whatever you're doing. While you guys kind of wait for dinner to be
Grooming
ready,
kids.
Ren comes over to you, clearly with something on her mind. She says, "Hello, Mogar. How are you doing?"
Ren, I have something to tell you. Just like completely stopping her.
Yeah, she says, "Okay, I
Yeah, never
have
mind.
something to tell you too."
I feel it.
Do you want to go first?
I feel the charisma. I feel the connection. Okay. No, I say, Ren, you go first, but after I
Yeah,
go.
but if yours sucks.
All right.
Yeah.
You can make a perception or an insight check first of all.
Let's see which one's higher.
Dude, those Mr. Potato Heads are awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know where my dice
Yeah,
went.
pretty cool.
Oh, 90-20.
Oh. Well. Yeah. So just kind of like as she approaches you, right, like and tries to ask how you're doing, right, like or just be a human being. You can just like tell it's still hard for her to talk about things that aren't academic in nature.
It's like, come here, sweetie.
She's come a long way from like her no nonsense impersonal behavior, like when you first met her in the tower. But yeah, it's still like she's socially awkward.
She's attracted to me. It's fine. You can say it. I'm pulling my Riz.
Anyway,
I'm like, come here.
she says, I wanted to know how you're doing because I wasn't sure if you realized that tomorrow is the anniversary of the Second Goblin War.
Oh.
Kill yourself.
What? Me? Yeah. Like, oh yeah, that reminds me. With my lance and just
Or you
holding
just
me in my.
Yeah, like 5 divine sweats.
Just keep it going. Be like, oh yeah, it is.
What?
Or just like
Then,
keep
like-
the Riz going. Like
Oh yeah.
she asked about the second Goblin War, and you're like, oh yeah.
It's like, oh, is it
yeah.
now? Like walk up her leg. No, I say yeah. It's I mean, I'm doing fine. I know that's. When was this war? Was that 30 years ago?
13.
13 years ago.
You're just like
Okay.
looking in the fire, like zoned down, just like battle noise in your head.
I say yeah, I'm doing well. The dates don't bother me.
She says, okay, I thought you had a connection to it from your past.
I carry it with me every day.
I do. I mean, that's obviously when my. I think that's when my. Oh, did I? They didn't. Did they all see my vision
Nope,
too?
that was just you.
But I guess I know that that's when
Yeah, you could guess,
my
right?
parents were.
Yeah, you can guess because you've been reliving. Basically, any time that
Yeah.
you've slept since then, you've been reliving that dream.
Uh-huh.
And like sometimes when the dream starts a little earlier, like the adults have talked about like the Goblin Uprising.
Mhm.
So you could like insinuate
Excuse me.
that
Yeah.
it's from.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just say it doesn't bother me as much. You know, just
I
want to
just
make.
dream about it every night.
What happened, and we're trying to make the best out of it now.
She nods, but tries to like move on from kind of the awkward moment. She changes this conversation. She says, "Knowing what we know now, I bet the goblins were always planning to capture Fort Raymouth by tonight, some kind of commemoration of their past failure. But don't worry, Mogar, we'll save it. With Dutch leading us, I'm sure we can free the city."
She says that. She says that. Yeah.
Paladins are the de facto leaders, dude. You
Yeah.
just got taken out.
I'm like, I let her do her thing. I'm like, by Dutch you mean Torm, but that's fine. Torm leads and guides us all.
He leads us, guides us, walks beside us.
Yeah.
Sensing that she said something wrong, she tries to move on from this moment
Like,
as
let's
well.
go back to your dead parents.
Yeah, seriously.
Is
And
that why you're not a good leader?
she says,
Just in circles.
Gil loved Raymouth. He told me that he'd sometimes extend his duties in Anatar just so he could make a trip to Fort Raymouth and enjoy the taverns. Seems he was even more popular than we realized. And then she's kind of silent for a few seconds, and then she kind of like gets a little more real, and she just says like, "I miss him. He was a good friend."
He was a good friend.
What? This is the time to,
No, Boogly, shut up. I'm not
Take
gonna
advantage of somebody.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin her life.
He's like pouring her drinks.
Yeah, seriously.
You're being really
He's
creepy.
like coming up behind. There.
Let me tell you about
I come
Sarah.
behind Mogar.
Device butter. No, so I say, okay, well, I have some questions. I have a question for you. During that fight that we just had, when I saw my past self, I passed out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about that? Have you seen that before? Be honest with me, please.
Well, I've seen you pass out before at the bridge in the same way. I didn't see anything at the time, but having experienced that, what we saw, I think it's a pretty safe hypothesis that the same thing must have happened.
Okay.
She says, sorry, I have something you triggered.
See, if this music isn't romantic, I don't know what is.
Sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she says, why you all and not Gil or I?
When
we crossed the bridge, when we approached the bridge. Gil and I watched as all of you passed out, but we didn't, which would mean that
Because they didn't have a
just
future.
like here,
that you weren't there with us in the future. Okay.
Because they're weak.
Yeah.
They already told them, remember, they don't have a future because their potential's limited, dude. They're sub-8 males.
Right. And so that's why I'm trying to get at her. Doesn't mean she's dead, she just wasn't with us at least at that time. But I want to say, I know it's hard to talk about, but is there any other information you can give me about what happened to our friend Gil?
yeah.
Or we can talk about my dead parents.
Because it hasn't happened yet, I don't think we should talk about it. Have you looked in the book?
You've told me not to.
Well,
She was entrapping you there,
No,
dude.
Yeah.
She's
It's
like,
her love for me.
Do you think my friends are pretty?
she's genuinely impressed that you resisted.
Morgan's like, oh yeah, he opens the book. He's like, thanks for reminding me.
She says, "That's good. That shows you have strong willpower."
John, maybe I know it.
All maybe this is a little too late to be saying now, considering how things went in our last trip to the past. But we can't, or maybe I should say we shouldn't change the past, Mogar. That's all that I feel comfortable saying.
Well, that
Now until it happens.
it's out the window anyways. We've changed the past a bunch.
How do you know it hasn't happened yet? Or how do you know it'll happen in the future if you didn't see us?
Because, well, have you gone back in time and seen me?
Seen you know.
Then it hasn't happened.
It would have to be a time after we joined up with her, right?
Yes, I think.
Because she can't be there before we ever met her.
What are your plans after this war, Ren?
That's a death flag. It's over. You're both dead.
Yeah.
Before we started this, I would have liked nothing more than to recreate my tower and spend the rest of my days there, occasionally getting out, probably to do Enta's bidding.
Mm-hmm.
But Dutch and I have been talking
Ooh.
about ways to
I'll talk about it, man.
about ways to she kind of like presses down on her pact book.
Mm.
And she says, change my career path.
Okay.
Multi-class.
And so
Yeah.
so maybe that's in the books for me.
Okay. Well, I wish you well.
See, this is where we part ways.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
says, thanks. I wish you well too. Enjoy your dinner, Justicar.
You too. Slut. Jada.
Cover's last.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have any food and you say you too, you're like,
Yeah. I hate myself.
I sent a meme in the group chat I made while you guys were talking.
This.
which one?
All of us group chat?
Okay.
I didn't get it.
Did I send the wrong
I didn't get it.
Nope, I didn't get it.
one?
What are you doing?
I was still sending.
Oh yeah, you just say one down here.
No, but obviously I'm happy and well, I hope we may remain friends forever and wish you and Dutch the
She's
best.
just gone.
I hope you and Dutch have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're just super pissed off now.
Yeah.
Like, just know if you're ever depressed, he's just gonna get off you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know he talks to his ex, right? Yeah, I've seen him do it.
Yeah, Dutch's patron is Canada.
Before we go to sleep, I just want to give you guys time to talk as party members, just over the campfire. So if there's anything you want to talk about, ask questions. Then
I mean, I would assume we hash out, okay, so obviously the closer we are to ourselves in the past, the stronger we are being affected, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I'll say obviously I'll let that know. The moment I saw myself is when I passed out.
Yeah.
Which brings us
I never saw myself.
But he was right in the
But he was
tunnel.
right next
Yeah.
to you.
So it was probably just proximity.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so, in fact, Cliff did say Boogaloo was one of the first bodies there, too. And so my guess is something happened at the bridge.
Yeah, it had to have been us in the future going to that moment in the past.
Yeah. So I wonder if there's a.
But then we got
we do
jumped by all the goblins at the same time, which was kind of sus. And then those other parties of adventurers who potentially are time travelers as well jumped out at the same time.
I don't think they're time travelers though.
I said potentially.
I think it was a retcon to say that.
Well, yeah, but now that's 2 times
Yeah.
that people have appeared through light.
No, the other time they didn't appear through.
Well, we didn't see them. They just came out of the woods.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
Maybe it's just
Could be.
proximity to time travelers fucks us up.
That's right. Time cop. I'm gonna go back.
speaking of time cop, there he is. This is that figure I got for free from the Black Friday deal.
Oh,
No, I
nice.
think it looks sick. You didn't
Oh,
make
yeah,
it, you just
dang.
got him,
Does
right?
it
Yeah.
spell rubbing alcohol?
That's glasses wipe I just used.
Oh.
Easily.
So
I was
like-
it's
a bunch.
in
Like, guys, I'm having a stroke.
Yeah, I'm
Smoke
smelling
toast.
toast.
I don't think I have much to say. I just say we gotta get back to Raymond as quick as possible because I want to figure out what the freak happened to the.
A lot's changed, obviously, too, because we just killed what's his name in the past.
Well, maybe, because then we talk about his eye. He had both normal eyes instead of one jeweled one.
Maybe it was a different timeline. I don't know. That is a good point, though.
I wish we just stolen. I guess we're probably gonna take it back. I wanted to take his little thing that he communicates with. He did say he would come back to life though, right? Josh, what do you say this way?
But yeah, it's definitely possible.
I don't know.
I mean, he's clearly communicating with his medallion, so it's either a warlock or a whatever you are, paladin.
I say Charlie Squad, do you have anything? Do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah, have you guys time traveled?
Yeah. You guys are so cool. So cool, I want to die.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's cool.
So Charlie Squad, a lot of their time under the control of Shrugix is kind of muddied now, like lost.
Yeah.
But they do seem to recall something like Shrugix. Shrugix was the puppet master pulling the strings of the goblin army, and so they like think that they can remember maybe some mention of this Glortongue guy, the goblin mage. But yeah.
Oh, maybe he was communicating with him, the amulet. The guy, I don't know.
The Mindflayer? But you wouldn't need an amulet.
Guess they're a long ways away, though.
There's one more thing. So, you guys, this is more or less, and we'll let this play out more when Tanner is here, but you have also now kind of been witness to his patron.
Yeah.
And Dutch has been pretty secretive about that up to this point, like his conversations.
So what's
And
the difference between his patient? Because he said his name was like Lumineer, was
Ladiguir.
Ladiguir, but then they call him Axel too. Is Axel just a
This is probably either.
Yeah, Axel was just like the name that he gave Dutch
Yeah.
when he first...
the Dutch gave him?
That Ladiguir gave Dutch. He said, "You can call me Axel."
Oh,
he didn't
okay.
want to give his name out
That's right.
away. No, let me go
This is
back.
my first time seeing a god. Actually, no. When I look through the faces of the people I save, that's when I see God.
So, yeah,
Trying to
there's
get off the toilet after. Dancing when God's there.
what was the question you asked?
Appreciate
About
the
that.
rain, dude. She can't get a hint, dude. She's being boogly.
There's gonna be like 15 women who go missing in that bag.
Same bag.
Just like an army of them by the end, just coming to
What?
kill us.
What happened to that bag? Oh yeah, that's probably on its way back too, right?
Well, that's why I was saying I wanted to do a carrier pigeon or something to talk to the people who I gave that bag to.
No, I think we talked to the people when we sent my armor off. We said
about getting the bag back.
Yeah, when-
you did.
yeah, we said that. So my armor is here getting repaired, but I think like yesterday or today it came back to Raymond, and so they were supposed to bring your bag too. So we're gonna go there and get. We're gonna
I'm just gonna take it and be like,
we have a bunch of cursed items. We're gonna what time?
I'm just gonna be like,
You're gonna look in the bag and
Just
it's
like
gonna be
drop
Sarah
it
wearing
out.
your armor. She's in your cursed armor.
Yeah, Sarah. in my armor.
we just see a single arm just come out. Ooh.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all. just I want to share my love with them. Everybody around us, be like, hey, tomorrow, as Ren so graciously reminded me, is the anniversary of the Second Goblin War. I do this to save the children, to save Raymond. Let's go there, and let's fight. Let us go.
Yeah.
Let's go to bed first.
They all nod over. Gareth tells you all a story after you kind of mention that about how he was on patrol during this, like when that happened, because the goblins had been stirring up trouble. There was an increase in activity leading up to the night of the Goblin Uprising. But so he was kind of on patrol in the northern outskirts of town when they like began their attack, and it began on the western side, and so like all the forces moved that way, and as a matter of course, like he passed by his homestead and he wanted to check on his family, and it was like out in the cornfield that like he heard Brayden, his son, calling for help, because he had been out playing in the woods and was attacked by goblins, but somehow miraculously survived, and then
Only to die a way worse death later.
and then Gareth found him there and got him home safely. He just kind of like trails off into silence after that. And then he'd say like, but at least now I was able to get vengeance against those who slayed him.
Yes, and we can prevent more death from happening by doing a lot more death. Balance.
Okay.
Shall we continue on?
Yes.
I think we sleep.
All right. So you guys head to sleep. Go to sleep. Doesn't matter to you what shifts you take.
Nah.
Man, my wolf can help watch too.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's right. Freaking Cinnamon Kid now too.
Mogar.
Oh yeah, I was gonna pray.
Oh yeah, you can.
I can do that. Yeah, I want to go off and find a little spot and just pray my heart out.
Or watching.
Stop! Don't watch me pray.
Can't do with you watching, dude.
Anyway, yeah, and just ask for Torm's help. Be like, Torm, feel like there's a disconnect here.
What's the problem, big guy?
Yeah.
You tripped my wife.
Yeah. Be like, am I not worthy? Do I not please you?
Make a religion check.
You're in
How
Carthage
can
jail.
I come closer to you? How can I come closer to thee? Let's see, what would I add? Religion. 17.
You can tell that Mogar.
Oh God.
Torm is pleased by your efforts and the work that you've done, and you feel comforted.
It's a fake burning in your
know?
bosom, dude. That's Satan.
I tell Torm to shake my hand.
I don't think I've ever since Sylvanas made me, or whatever the deity's name is.
Sylvanas is normally.
Sylvanas, yeah. Ever since she gave me druid powers, I don't think I prayed to her a single time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, it's more about nature than it is
That's a very
Sylvanas.
boogly thing to do, though.
Well, I mean, I found that those other druids to like help me enter the.
I mean,
circle
that's
of the
normally
druid.
like the druid
So I don't know
circle
if we
is.
prayed to her in that
Yeah.
situation.
I don't even think they really pray though. It's really is just about like nature.
Balance.
You just
Pretty much.
You just nature.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of relationship.
Okay. Well,
It's like
she's probably not like upset with me for not praying.
No, she probably doesn't give. That's your nature.
And I think for like druid gods, it's more about like the works. Like
Yeah.
as long as you're out there doing good stuff to like maintain balance or whatever, right? Help nature, then good. Like you are self-sufficient and you don't need any
Yep.
Watch, I'll pray to her and she'd be like, Boogly, can you explain that big charred piece of land out in the farmland?
Because I think it's innate magic in you.
And she says, I thought, brilliant. It's a new way of fertilizing the crops.
Yeah. Slash and burn agriculture.
Boogly, I want you to burn down all of Raymond. So that nature may grow there.
Then I'll just be like, okay, I'm just going to need to seduce more women. But I can do that.
And have the women burn them down.
Kill themselves by lighting their
That's
houses on
this
fire.
weird thing where
Yeah.
I talk to them about balance, they get driven crazy, then they kill themselves.
Alright, anything else? Alright. Once more, you are plagued by the reoccurring dream, its incessant loop repeating during every minute of your sleep. You cannot help but watch as the only other two changelings you've seen in your life die again and again by the goblin's arrows. Yet another loop ends, but at last there is a spell of quiet, and you sense yourself standing in pitch black darkness. From above, an orb of blue energy descends and slowly circles around you. You feel immense sadness and grief at the loss of these two individuals who were once in your life, and it pains you even more not knowing the relationship to you. An orb of... pause for effect. And then, a few moments later, an orb of red energy descends and circles you opposite the blue orb. You feel immense anger and rage. For all you know, they were your parents, the only other changelings left alive, and those worthless goblins killed them in cold blood. They all deserve justice. They deserve death. Or do they deserve mercy and forgiveness? A golden orb descends and takes its place. As tragic as those events were, they brought you to where you are today. Several more orbs take their place in the ring, each with its unique color and thoughts. Jealousy, happiness, fear, etc. The thoughts and orbs continue to swirl around you, each beckoning you to reach out and take hold of them. So, Mogar, you should... Yeah. Is there one that you would like to grab onto? I listed some, but if there's a different kind of emotion that you kind of want to...
What was the happy one?
I didn't really describe it, but
Yeah.
just like...
Joy.
So the bigger ones are sad,
Oh,
anger,
actually,
and mercy.
Sorry, I did this. Oh wait, mercy
One of
and
them's
forgiveness
gold.
was the golden one. Jealousy, happiness, fear. Yeah, happiness would kind of be like maybe thoughts of your current family or something. I don't know. It's for yourself to describe. But suffice to say that all these different emotions are kind of like all flooding to you, and each one kind of as it passes like takes hold of you briefly. You're flooded with these thoughts, and then it moves on, and the next one kind of comes in.
But I'm supposed to reach out to one specific.
Yeah, I just want like which one does Mogar's mind really latch onto?
Mm. It'd probably be. It's not the peace and forgiveness for sure. Not that that's not an option, but
Well,
It's that it was
that's the
never
thing,
an
like,
option.
Mogar feels all of these things.
Yeah.
Right. I just want to know which one do you lean toward the most.
I mean, I'd say it's pretty. It's almost even between fear and happiness, but happiness beats it.
Okay. How would you describe happiness?
Happiness would be like the joy in seeing, like actual pure joy, seeing people, like be reunited with family, seeing their family together, you know, living a life with purpose.
So kind of as it relates to your dream, kind of like even though they were taken from you, you had the fact that you had them once brings you happiness.
There's that, and that new people found me, and that brought me happiness, and that like I've been able to grow up and bring other people happiness
Yeah.
through service.
Yeah.
So-
So it's kind of just like the positive,
Contentedness almost.
the optimist
Yes.
side of life, that like there's a silver lining to everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, even though how horrible the situation is,
Yeah.
it's like, all through torn, everything is possible.
Okay. Do you have inspiration right now?
I don't.
Okay, give yourself it.
Actually, I do.
And you're just capped.
Capping.
So you're still yourself. You can still convey all of like your normal emotions and be normal Mogar, but that orb, that emotion, should be your prevailing mood for the rest of this adventure, this chapter. Okay. And your actions should reflect that to the point that I'll like reward you with inspiration
Okay.
points if you
Act
if your actions follow through of that kind of emotion.
Okay.
You wake up from the dream, startled by the arcane pulsing of the stranger's book activating once again.
I just want to go to the city, guys.
When you open the book, the text is already filled in enough to be read.
Read it.
You may. But as soon as you read it,
Ren told you not to.
the teleport will happen. Just so you know.
Oh, shiz. So I don't do it. We should just go home.
I'm good with that.
I said,
I'm fine with either.
I'm gonna go over to them though to read it.
So you're gonna wake everyone up.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or not Charlie Squad though.
Okay, you're gonna. Some of Charlie Squad is probably awake, maybe one or two of them, but
Okay. You say, ever since that day Dutch first showed me his axe, I knew how could I miss the fine scratches and wear on 100 battles, and yet I didn't know how it was possible. But every time we traveled, it became a little more clear, confirmed at last when I heard Dutch shout out the name of the rebel Ladiger.
Weird.
Ladiger? I could deny it no longer. I was going to die. And the trust that generations of dwarves had placed in me would be undone, along with Ladiger's seal. And this says, from the Journal of Gildrin Matro Meredith.
Our man. Our dead man.
the bright white light of the book's magic surrounds you and leaves you once more in the crevice of the Fort Raymouth buildings. The fort is quiet, and the crisp morning air tells you the city is not yet fully awoken. And we will stop there for the night.
Okay.
We can still shop.
We're back in time in Reunited again. Okay, the shops are still here.
Yeah, but it might be that day. The day
Yeah.
of the bridge.
Probably.
The bridge.
B-Day. B-hole.
Cripple House.
That is a good meme.
Oh, did it go through?
Yeah, finally.
Oh. It's stupid.
I'll be the judge of that.
Should have made two where it's you sneaking up and then Gareth right behind you sneaking up on him as well. Gareth did the Assassin's Creed. Risquiato in pace.
There's a bug.
Oh yeah.
The tiny little bug.
A little stink bug.
Oh man.
One of those fake box elders.
Dude, we get. This is the first year I've seen them, but there's like 100 around my house.
Well, those other ones, not box elders, but the other ones.
Yeah.
It's because they aren't native to here. They came over from Britain, and they spread like wildfire on trees, stuff like that. If you have trees, but you don't really have any trees.
Well, no, Monique, we've been growing tomatoes. So we have a ton of tomato plants out back.
That'll do it too, but
Six,
it's usually
maybe?
trees. But they spread so fast that anything in the